More light. Thank you for tapping into another episode of Unbiased Opinions. We are your hosts, the spiritual wanderer Suave.
What's good? It's your boy, Lenon.
Justin Bieber Key.
Big Bad Blue.
And Mr. Pressure with a 3.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to pull y'all mics closer over there. We starting a late one today for all you people who nocturnal, like to stay up late. But yeah,
Night shift.
It's the late night special.
yeah, due to me. But yeah, we starting off late. But yeah, we thankful for everybody who tapping in and in the conversation. So welcome to everybody. We starting off with some hot topics, some hot takes this week. So we actually
had
got
in a
some.
while.
I know. So it's actually, this is crazy.
Who they?
I know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
about to see it? Who
Yeah, you
who
about
they
to see
after
it.
though?
Yeah, they was on Blue this week.
Oh, what you do, Blue?
This past week, it was the open relationships topic. We got 2 on open relationships. So yeah, we about to tackle these.
Give your rebuttal. You ready?
Yeah. Let me pull that joke out so I know. I hope you guys are ready for this one. But yeah, this one, I don't know, man. I'll read the first one. Let me pull it up so y'all can see it.
I can't do this shit.
Okay, so dang. Let me see this. All right, so someone named LAA838 said, so basically, she wanted to be out there popping her thought pocket whenever and to whoever she want. After getting ran through, then she want to settle down. Understood.
Settle down? Wait.
Damn.
So was you saying that I was popping my thought pocket when I had 2 boyfriends?
You was a bopper. That was what they saying.
I guess that was to the open relationship topic. So they're just saying that you want to do that when you want the open relationship, but then when you want to settle down later on.
I was settled having 2 boyfriends, so I don't know. I'm sorry. What's her name? What?
LA
Her
something.
name don't matter.
No.
That's true.
I settled in relationships. I wasn't popping my thought pocket or anything like that.
Yeah, I think it's a big misunderstanding
It
how
definitely
people.
is.
Yeah.
Because, well, I mean, honestly, it's not, because open relationships are majority,
Majority, right?
mostly about sex. And you know what I'm saying? Mostly when you open up your relationship, it's about you having, most people think it's about sex. So,
Yeah.
and that's because we're all adults. So if you go and meet someone or have a connection, eventually that connection can lead to sex.
Mhm.
So you're going to automatically say, yeah, you're popping your thought pocket. I don't think I was worded it like that. But my standpoint on it was more poly than open. I haven't been in an open relationship of my own because I was single when I got into the relationships that I was in. One of the persons was married and the other one was single as well. So I became in a relationship with the single person, and I became in a relationship with the married person.
Right.
And yes, I was popping my thought pocket.
Was it really a poly though? Isn't it poly when like all you guys are is a conglomerate of you guys and everybody's on the same accord?
There's different types of poly. So I wanted to have a kitchen table poly situation, but the men did not. And one of them would have been open to it, but the other one was like, nah. So that didn't happen. But again, my standpoint was mostly about just connections. I can be friends with someone and only be friends and never have sex with them.
Right.
But I want to be able to be okay with that and not have an issue with the person I'm in a relationship with, because I'm really close friends with this person over here. And then if we decided to go into that, whenever we decide to go into that, because we're adults, sexually, it's okay still. So she made it all about sex, but baby, you must be popping your thought pocket.
I think that's the thing, though. People always think of it as a sexual thing, but do you think? I would say, well, would you say a lot of people in poly relationships, like not everybody is basing it around sex? or like not everybody's trying to go and have sex?
I mean, that's just to say that as it's not. Don't make it about being poly. Make it about being an adult.
Right.
Yeah.
Are we all as adults thinking all about sex? We might not be, or we might be. If that's what you want to do, then do it. That's the thing. You might. I was just talking
I
about.
know some freaky monogamists.
Hello?
What?
Like, she only want to do it with one person or multiple people at a time, but she don't want to make it into a relationship thing.
That's just the initial thought. Like she said, that when you think poly, first thing comes to mind is a whole bunch of sex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said, in a monogamous relationship, you can be wanting a lot of sex or be having sex often. You can be popping your thought pocket in a monogamous relationship.
So I think to answer the question was she wasn't opposed to settling down either way, like how it was. She said she would have settled down however it went.
Right.
I honestly wanted to marry my partner. That was my main goal, was to be married and then have, obviously, they'll be metas, my two.
Yeah.
And that was my goal.
That's crazy. There's a whole rhetoric breakdown to this shit.
Yeah, I told you, it's a whole world.
Fucking,
it's a whole world. Me and Lennon got put on that junk the other week. I was like, dang.
I'm trying to get Lennon to step outside.
Oh, Lennon.
Poly bag.
Nah. I mean, hey, like,
come on, Lennon.
I never shut nothing down. I just be.
I want to be with you, Lennon. That's what I want for you.
I feel like.
What if two women approached you, like Lennon?
And I was both like.
That'll help that 4 times a day.
Attracted to them and.
Yeah.
Yeah, like of course it has to be potentially explored. I never shut nothing down, you know. But
I wouldn't trust it. I couldn't trust
it.
2 bitches walk up on me talking about they want to fuck with me.
In my opinion,
you think they gonna rob
yeah,
you?
what y'all want?
It would have
The
to be
fuck y'all
super
want?
gifted and
Ain't
put
no
a
way.
pretty bow for Lennon to accept it. That's why we put it like
well,
that.
my thing is more so.
man.
I don't know what sort of things I'll be looking for. Like I feel like there's a lot of work already, like in previous relationships, monogamous relationships I've been in. So much work you have to put into that to add a whole new person.
Yeah.
It seems like
but
a lot
that's the
more
point.
emotion.
It's all about connection. So if the connection's there's not gonna be work to, it's gonna happen. And obviously you have to work on anything in life, not just relationships. You have to work at your job. You have to work on the relationships you deal with those people there. You work on relationships here.
Yeah.
It's just life. So
How you finesse them niggas to agree with that? Because that came from you. Ain't no way it came from the nigga.
I mean, I
What you say? Tell me the play by play. What you say? Look, hey, check this out, my nigga.
No, the person I was in that was married, obviously they're more open to it than anything because they're getting something added to them.
But was he cheating or was he?
No, was with the wife, everything. Me hanging out with the wife, everything was all together.
Okay.
But I didn't finesse the situation with my partner because he knew about it. He couldn't wrap his head around it. He's kind of like Lennon, like, but why you want to do that? Why you want to? Am I not enough? Is it not this? Is it not that? So at first he said no, and we broke up. And then I knew that that's who I wanted to be with, so I didn't just let him just be done with me. I let him leave, but I, came back around like, hey, so you want to try now? You want to see if you okay with it? You want to talk about it? Like, let's have a conversation. It took like probably 3 conversations before he actually just heard what I was saying.
That's game.
But then he tried to switch it on me like, well, I want to do it too. And I said, well, do you really want to do it, or are you just doing it because, like, you doing it too? Because if you really want to do it, you can do it too. I'm not saying you can't do it, but don't do it just because I'm doing it. And
out of spite, yeah.
Exactly. It becomes that. And then I can't trust that. And so he was like, no, I feel like maybe I should, because he's like, I've had multiple relationships where I was cheating and blah, blah, blah. And maybe that's how I should have been this whole time. And it was some BS. But
that could be a revelation to him, though.
It could have.
Yeah.
But as soon as it was time for me to, I wasn't even doing nothing. It was just, hey, I'm about to just go hang out, and all hell broke loose.
Mood switch.
Yeah. So it was. He could not see me
with someone else.
Yeah.
You are a pimp.
Now,
No, I'm not.
That was a whole breakdown how pimps go. That was some
I
pimp
think
game.
she's.
Could I please get it, Blue?
I feel like you understand like
Damn.
what you want and you transparent in that. I feel like from his standpoint too, like he probably, I mean, and it's hard because he probably had like really deep feelings for you and stuff, but that's just not the person he is either, or like how he views.
That's what he ended up
I
realizing.
just want to ask one question. And you know I totally agree with everything you're saying. My question to you is, what solely was your drive to having two men?
Bam.
I think I said it on the last episode. I want to be worshipped.
Oh, but by two men? Oh, okay.
I mean, I had a little run over 10 years. I was bisexual, but I've been delivered from that. And honestly, in my in the relationship with the married man, I tried to be interested, not just in his wife, because he had other women too, but just tried to be interested in a woman, and I could not do it. So I was like, yeah, I'm not.
I thought you said he was bisexual.
I was.
Until the married one who was worshipped a little more than you.
I think
so.
Oh no, I had nothing to do with their marriage.
Would you
That had nothing to do with
technically say that you were bisexual then, or would you say that you just experimented with
I was
other
bisexual.
women?
I got married to a woman. I was bisexual.
Okay.
I was bisexual. I came out at 15, and I have dated women and men since 15 years old.
Oh, okay.
And
But
so I was delivered at probably about 30.
When you say delivered, does it
Delivered. I have no
like from the church?
that's what I was thinking when she said it too. I
I
was
keep
like,
hearing that. That's what I'm
Yeah.
wondering.
I'm delivered.
I forgot. What's that little light skin?
Yeah.
Like that. But yeah, that when I turned about maybe 30, I just knew I wasn't interested.
It wasn't for you.
Could I tell you my opinion on it? I think that you were tired of that, or like weren't bisexual with that manner, because you were trying to be the worship, but you were also coming into somebody else's home where she's more worshipped. And do you think that was like your turning point on that?
Nope.
Because you went and took your own game and built your own home.
At all. I didn't look at her because, like I said, he was married, but he had other women too.
But that one he was worshiping the most.
I don't. If he did, it didn't. I didn't. That wasn't about me or how I looked at it at all.
Oh, no,
I think the big thing too, like if you bisexual or something too, like even like for me, if I see two, like I said, when y'all had brought up the polygamy thing, am I physically attracted to both? It don't mean just because it's two girls, all of a sudden I'm cool with it, you know. So if someone's bisexual, it doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna like every girl or every guy.
Right.
And that was my reasoning for asking, so that people could see that it's more than just about sex. I just wanted to see what she said, you know what I'm saying? So like other people can see that you can want two, or for the house structure, or for financial. It's more than just sex. She wanted to just be worship. That's why I was asking, because I get asked that question. Right. You know what I mean? I know more than that.
I wanted two men, then I wanted to be in a relationship with a man and have another woman. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't do that, but because I would have done that, because obviously I did. I just don't want to be in a relationship with the woman.
So you went from a stable and went to go build your own stable.
Basically, well, when I decided to do what I wanted to do for me, that's just what I seen myself having. I had to come to terms with that, because I didn't, at one point, maybe when I turned 30, when I just decided that, okay, I'm not attracted to women anymore, I had to decide, what am I attracted to? What do I want for me? Who am I? I had to figure out who I was as a person, because I feel like everything changed. Not to say when I turned 30, but when I turned 30, that's when it happened for me.
To dewire, rewire.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
Even with the poly stuff, so in 2020 is when I turned 30, and I had to figure out what exactly poly meant to me. So that's why I said I did a lot of research. I got into the crowds, the community, talked to a lot of the
she
people.
did her research.
I didn't actually get into a relationship until this year, in the beginning of the year. So I obviously a lot of people came acting like they were poly, but they really wasn't. They was either cheating or lying or doing whatever. So I wouldn't be in those relationships or situations too long.
Because your pimping strong.
Yo,
She true to it, homie. She welcome to Vegas. They doing
his
it all
ad libs,
type of-
his ad libs right now is crazy, bro.
Yeah, that was a
I'm
lot.
rocking with you.
Let
Though. You really Vegas bred for sure.
I mean, if that's how you feel, that's probably
It's
how
cold.
you are.
No, it's not me. I'm telling you, that's cold. I'm
no,
like,
real working out.
I'm
real, you
I'm
know?
trying to tell you, you did that, girl.
I just knew what I wanted for me. I knew what I wasn't gonna deal with. And
That's
accept,
what they
'cause I
said.
dealt with and accept a lot of things from the moment I got married early, 19 years old. So from 19 till I got out my last relationship, marriage, at probably about 28, 29-ish, and I said, what did I do with this whole decade? Like, what did I do? I did for everyone else. I made everyone else happy, but I wasn't happy. So I said, I want to be happy, and I need to figure out what makes me happy. So I felt like being poly was what was going to make me happy, and
Yeah.
it didn't take a long time for me to figure out that wasn't it either.
Yeah.
So
That Vegas rhetoric is like in her blood.
Yeah, it's definitely important to
Yeah, you really
find
born
out
and
what you
bred.
want in life.
Well, you brought up the 30s, but I feel like the 20s is like pure learning phase.
That's all
like,
that is.
Like you being able to make these decisions at 30 is, I feel like through all your experiences in your 20s, like solidifies it.
And in your 30s, I feel you build. You got
Mhm.
that's a decade of building. So like
Yeah.
if you make it through your 20s, you can just gain the knowledge in there, and then you got that.
You think you know, but
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you
you
can,
ain't
but
know.
you don't know. You don't really
Yeah.
know the shit that you've learned until it's time to actually use it.
Yeah.
So when you enter your 30s, you got a decade of unblemished territory, no mistakes made, a white canvas. But I'm coming into it with knowledge now.
Mhm.
So now I'm about to start piling bricks up. You know what I'm saying? I'm start building shit. See, what did I really learn in my 20s? I'm applying pressure. Applying that pressure right now.
Mhm.
And I'm building shit. Like, I love the 30s. I just entered this bitch, but it doesn't look good, dog.
That's me too.
Well, let's show the second
Yeah.
the second comment
Is it
so
still to
y'all
me?
could. It's,
This one's
it's
to
to
you,
you.
too.
It's to you. Yeah.
okay,
Go to that one so y'all can see it.
I see y'all.
So this one was a long one. It just-
Trey.
It's just
They used to get on him.
yeah, they used to get on Trey.
Yeah.
But yeah, Trey, she talking the most because she responding to these comments that we got. But on this one, it says
Man, we ain't finna read all that.
I know it's long, but it's basically saying it's two people who is okay with selfishness. They want the stability of monogamy, but also the freedom that comes along with being single.
Mm.
You heard that?
Say that one more time.
You
Yeah.
heard that?
It said it's two people who are okay with selfishness. They want the stability of monogamy, but also the freedom that comes with being single. Then they said as long as they find someone who is also selfish in that way, they try to make it sound legit, but it's really condoned selfishness at the root.
We're
That's
talking about
crazy.
an open relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't no
That's
building
crazy.
in that. So
We
I
in
could
relationships
see,
though.
yeah.
So how are we single? And you should want freedom in life. Period. You should not be like. So you saying a relationship means you in jail?
let me ask you
That's
this.
crazy.
So what is your aim with a woman in a monogamous and you know?
Me?
Yeah.
What's my aim?
Yeah, like
Is she in jail?
Like how I view a partnership is we're building in life together.
Okay.
And after we had our conversation, hey, if two people can come together and they can agree on what their boundaries are and what their values are, and y'all don't find spite or lack of trust in those decisions,
And you transparent.
that's and you transparent. That's on y'all. You know?
also with a little sex, right?
Yeah.
A lot of
Okay.
sex.
Yeah.
So
What you
with
mean?
that being said, then why is it being like it's something extra going on with the polygamy?
That's what they think. To say it's selfish is
It's
crazy.
no
you can be
different
selfish in a
just 'cause
monogamous
it's two
relationship.
people.
Yeah.
Because to think that there's no freedom in a monogamous relationship means you're not like you're selfish. Because why can't I do what I want?
Because you're a female, that's what they're trying to say.
Well,
Because a female, you just bagged two dudes, and then you made them like, look, homie, this is how it's gonna go down. You got Tuesday, you got Wednesday.
No,
That's how.
I mean, but this is what I'm saying though. This is what we were talking about the last episode where I was saying I feel like normalcy of what is typically considered a relationship is people viewing 1-to-1 and y'all just doing that together. So anyone who doesn't, anyone who thinks that way, it's hard for them to see it being any other way.
Of course.
They feel like either emotions are hidden or suppressed because they don't want to lose this person and things like that. So I feel like that's kind of where people come from. And when I was asking the questions last episode, that was kind of what I was asking. But yeah, I feel like y'all create a better perspective for me on it. You know,
and that's why as soon as that somebody didn't want to do it no more, go. And because that's in any relationship. If you in a relationship monogamously and you don't want to be with me no more, go. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. So you can't make it about being poly or monogamous. Either you don't want to be poly and you want to be monogamous, or you want to be monogamous and you don't, like, whichever one you want to do. I'm not finna make an opinion about someone else's situation. I just know what I'm not finna do.
Yeah, which is crazy because, I mean, I think you can also say that people could be selfish in a monogamous relationship if you want to turn it around. Because you could say...
and not have no freedom at all.
You don't want you want this person...
controlling.
Yeah.
They talking about stability. You telling me I'm not stable and I got 2 men? I'm more stable than you.
Is that really poly, though? Y'all all in under one roof?
No.
I feel like that's just
because he was married. So he's over here and we were over there.
Where you was living with the other one? And you try to have this nigga come in.
I didn't try.
So question though, open relationship is you're with one person and you still able to
say it again.
I'm listening.
Yeah, an open relationship, so you're with one person and you still able to have sex with other people.
That's what
polygamy is you in a relationship with both.
Polygamy means relationship.
Okay.
Open means you're already in a relationship and you open it up to whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to be specifically, okay, you can have sex with that person, that person, that person. Or it could be.
Yeah.
Like, I'm only okay with you having sex with her because she not weird, and her because she actually is down for what we doing. Because sometimes you can bring a person into your situation that's not really for that situation, and they can try to drop that seed that's going to make everything die. Yeah. And so whoever figured that out, like, nah, you can't mess with that person. And if y'all for real cool with each other, transparent, on the same page, then y'all gonna respect those boundaries. Yeah. But to say, oh, you can't tell me I can't have sex with her because we're in an open relationship, that's not what it's supposed to be.
Well, those 2 people just shouldn't be together, probably.
No. Which 2 people? The outside person?
Yeah, if they can't figure out how the open relationship should be, if one wants it to be, hey, I can mess with anybody, and this person like, nah, then maybe.
Then they should not.
Yeah.
Right.
She giving out so much game.
But the reason I asked is because he kept saying under one roof, and I wanted you to describe so maybe we could understand that polygamy isn't just living under one roof married.
So with that, that was a thought for me at one point in time where I did want to live all under one roof. Mm-hmm. But when I decided that no, that was when I didn't want to get married again. I wanted to be just, they call it a unicorn, but I don't like calling myself that. So I would be entering into someone else's relationship, no matter what it was. I wasn't gonna have my own thing where I would get married and be on my own little thing. But when I decided that I didn't want to be a unicorn, because honestly, they treat unicorns like little toys, like little sex dolls. I didn't like that. Mm-hmm. So I was like, that's not what I want to do. And then I had to go back and do some more,
soul searching,
and then I said, you know what, I can.
What?
I can get married again, and how am I going to incorporate this into the lifestyle that I want to live? So, and also I decided that I did not want to be added into anybody's relationship. That was my biggest thing. I didn't want to be an add-on. I felt like when I found my value with my soul searching, like, I'm more than just being added into someone's relationship. Now, it's not a negative thing to be added into someone's relationship, because those 2 people can love you and value you more than someone else.
Right, you're right.
Yeah.
So your situation and the dynamic, it was all unique anyway. Like that's not the typical or the norm. Like what we talking about, where 3 people are living under the same roof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Her situation was already, like she said, it's a specific name for it, a unicorn and different things of that nature. So it was different going in. So how people, I'm pretty sure, perceiving polygamy and her situation per se, what she's telling them is totally different things.
So you weren't just having sex all the time?
You said I wasn't?
Yeah, I'm asking.
No.
So you think you can fall in love without sex?
I think I mean, it is a good set. Hey, I feel like
We're just not even gonna say the word, but we know what I just did.
Yeah, the segue.
Yeah.
Because I think, hey, end of the day, I appreciate her transparency, and even though people who commented may say they don't, or they may not understand that lifestyle or not, I can appreciate the transparency, and we should stand on that. Like, she's being very transparent, and it shouldn't be judged.
No, that's just brave as fuck.
Yeah.
For her to really be out here.
It just goes to show
telling
you
it.
that people are different. Not everybody's the same.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that
That's
I think
okay.
people should respect more.
Yeah.
Is that people are different. Not everybody needs to operate under the same blueprint that you see for yourself. Because
I've seen it work out very beautifully. Obviously, it didn't work out for me, but I've seen it work out very beautifully with love all the way around. Especially when you incorporate children and stuff like that. It's something that can be very beautiful.
Just by being real, that's what can get you all the shit. That's the number one source of everything that you do in life. If you real about it and you standing on your toes on it, anything can work out.
Yeah.
Anything.
People see the bad in something and then they automatically want to say that it's bad, but there's bad in almost everything. There's bad in monogamous relationships.
Bad.
Like
it's all perspective.
People have been getting cheated on, beat.
Because the people are coming with they're putting poly on things that ain't really poly.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people don't understand what it really is. And that's why I researched it, because it took me a lot of time, and I had to, I wanted to just, not just research it, like read about it. I wanted to actually experience different things.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst thing, I thought he was the one, you know what I'm saying? Like, he came like full force, like he was putting me on. His partner was putting me on, but she was not really poly. And neither was he. And he started just lying immediately, like within a month. And it's like, I thought you would have been the one. But you're not. So it's like, you just gotta experience life, I guess. And that's with anything.
Yeah, that's all a part of it. It's all a part of that journey.
I think a big thing too, because we keep bringing up bad. I feel like bad is just like a perception, right? Like, us as humans, at our core, we're not born with things that or that are like ingrained in us that are bad. Is something is created as bad, or like rules or like morals. They're created because it gets to a point where majority of people think, hey, we don't agree with this, right? And so whether you think something is bad in a relationship or not, hey, of course, yeah, we can all look at somebody, and whether it's abusive or something, we can all sort of, collaborate in thinking that, okay, that's bad, but that's created as bad because people are creating the morals around that. It's not like people are born and it's like, oh, this person should already know that, their 1-year-old baby, they should know they shouldn't hit girls. Like, that's a learned thing. Like, hey, this is a human moral that we have learned into knowing, And so when people say something in a relationship is bad, and I'm not condoning that, I'm just saying, like, when something as far as like, oh, polygamy, yeah, you may not agree with that, or you may perceive that as, oh, that's just like a way of being able to
pop your thought
just pop your thought pocket. That's just your opinion on it, and that's you wouldn't value, those aren't your values and how you want to do a relationship, and that's okay.
Well,
someone may be able to.
I see if it's hurting somebody else, then it would be bad intentionally, though.
Yeah, like if you in it and you're forcing somebody like to stay with you. Oh no, it's cool, but then you going behind their back and doing something. You know, like. Yeah, of course, that's bad. But why is that bad? Because us as humans understand, okay, that's fucked up to do to somebody, Yeah.
But yeah, so what was the one that you said, Key? Can you fall in love?
Without sex. I think so.
without sex.
I'm not gonna say me, but I think you can because I mean we got shows like Catfish all the time. They be
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when you fall in love like online and stuff like that.
I mean,
Yeah.
you fall
I
in
mean,
love
people
with
be getting married.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People-
conversation.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's crazy.
I don't think that's
do
necessarily
you think-
crazy though.
I don't think it's necessarily love though.
Yeah, potentially.
People
So you
can still, you know what I'm saying, get together and want to, and then eventually, I just think some people take risk, are willing to take risks.
So you're saying it's not a full
It ain't the
full
whole
scope of
thing.
love in somebody unless
In
you've
my
experienced them.
Opinion,
Yeah.
in my experience with love,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can see that
it's
though.
different kinds of love too, though.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause
what
I
I'm
think-
saying.
We talking about relationship type love, like agape love, like
Yeah.
that.
I think-
because you ain't gonna have sex with.
I think
Right,
it
right.
can.
Yeah.
I think it
definitely
can
don't
be
think it
love.
can. Not fully, no.
But
I
I
can see
think
what that
you
thing
have
is.
to learn the person eventually. So you guys, like, if you, for example, if you like connect with somebody online or something like that, or over the phone or whatever the case is, and you guys are constantly talking, you guys can build a love there.
Most definitely.
But then when you guys eventually like meet, there's other things that could,
Physical,
that would have to, I
But
guess,
is sex
make that connection
a
better.
prerequisite though?
To what?
What do you mean?
Marriage?
Like, does I took from what you said that hey, it got to be good for me to love this one.
But no, not like that. Not like
What do you
that.
say,
Because like,
What you say?
Like falling in love on the phone, it's like, oh, you cool, but then we fuck, and it's like, this ain't hitting right. We not love. We not love now.
He broke your character.
No.
He broke your character.
But I was just saying
That's
in that
real, though.
sense though. Like,
Yeah.
is that like
You
the
gonna love
the
them
last
a little
cog of
different.
yeah?
no, because in that case, like, you don't know yet
Mm-hmm.
until you go out and you do encounter that, and you like, whoa, okay, I thought that was it, but man,
So you need to be a virgin. Yeah,
not necessarily.
That's the only way. Because what if she fuck him and then she's like, damn, this nigga is weak. Like, I love him, but what if that's a deal breaker for somebody who's been having sex? She loved his new personality, but
I feel like he's saying you
and
shouldn't
then you
be a
gotta do
virgin.
that poly shit
No.
just
But
to
wait,
make
no.
up for the lack of
No,
that shit,
come on.
huh?
Wait, what you saying is that she a virgin and she gonna know if it's good or not? Or you gonna
No,
say
she won't
automatically
know.
thinks
I
it's
said
good?
they have to be. I feel like they have to be virgins for that shit to work. But if they both been fucking already, and then all of a sudden we don't want to fuck, we want to like see if we fall in love first. I'm gonna love this person for have sex with him, and then I feel like if she had sex with him and she didn't like it, I feel like she was like, I got to question all that.
Well, I think you can still be a virgin and not like the sex
the
that.
first time you had sex, it might not
You
be
could be
the
like,
best
this
thing.
is not
The
good.
But but a woman that's already experienced, she's gonna be like, this shit ain't never gonna be good.
Well, yeah, because she's gonna be like,
The other one gonna
That's
try it
not
more a
true.
couple of times.
well,
That's
she could
not
be like,
true, 'cause
I've had experience.
That's not true because you can have sex and it could be bad.
But that's gonna be in
And
her
then you
head
can-
though.
And then you can
Fuck more
you
into
know,
learning all
try
that shit. Yeah.
But hold on, what was twerk point?
Maybe round two.
I want to know what twerk point was because I don't know if that's strayed away from the point you was trying to make.
I forgot, Jordan.
Was it about because you were saying you should experience, like, is it because I feel like it was the opposite of they should be virgins, like, hey, you don't know if this is like your maximized love partner until you've experienced multiple facets.
That was the point that I was making. You're right.
Yeah,
Because you won't know. Like you saying, because I'm saying, like, if you do have a connection with a girl and you there, you won't know unless you go and do something with another girl and you see and you witness yourself like, oh, shit. I thought I was on something, but
Ain't
I'm
that
really
crazy?
on something.
It's always something better out there.
Always.
Always.
So
But
do you?
not
Is it?
necessarily
perceived?
So it can't be just about the sex.
Because then you get with this girl and then you try the same thing and then it's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So
'cause
it's not
yeah.
always better. You may find that one, but the only way to know is how you gonna know.
But would better sex be an automatic go-to to the other person, or would other things factor?
No.
in?
We're just using sex right
Oh,
now.
okay. No, I was just asking.
Oh, okay,
But
yeah.
that's she said it should be.
I said it.
well, because that's sort of the question with like loving somebody. I guess it just depends, like what you're looking for and love. But
I think in all
Because
honesty,
again,
you can.
won't know. Like, okay, we were on the phone, computer, and now we get here and we boom have sex, and it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
I really fucking love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But still, it could be like like if that's the factor, like you might not find somebody who has these other facets that like the conversation and those certain things that are really good.
Sex was the only thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because we were already typing, talking, texting on the computer.
Yeah.
And now we see that. I'm just saying sex is gonna let you know because it's passion. It's more. That's the human connect. You know what I mean?
I got an example.
I think another thing is living with each other for some reason. I think like if you actually like a person moves in and you guys are actually living together.
Before you get there.
What do you mean?
I think you gotta love somebody before you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But if you say if you fell in love like over the internet, right? I think a factor would be you guys moving in together. That would be a test of your love too, because when you guys move in together,
You ain't had sex yet?
you learn each other more. And
What,
you
moving in without
you gotta be around
sex?
somebody that shit. You know what I'm saying? That person you love, like.
Yeah,
Hey,
because
that's
you learn
different,
stuff
homie.
about a person. Like you might be like,
Damn,
dang, I
this
didn't know
nigga
this person was
nasty.
like this.
No,
Yeah.
you're
I think-
right. Hold on. Do you move in without having sex? I think you gotta have
You got
sex.
to know.
Oh no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying
No,
like.
no, I'm just asking.
Yeah. But that's a good question though. That's a good question.
I think because obviously men and women look at sex and connection totally different. But when a woman have a sexual encounter with a man, them girls be weak, and they probably fall in love with every person that they have sex with.
Yeah,
So-
because
unless it was trash.
But that's the gold. You shouldn't be. You should think that this is Mr. Right every fucking time, or what the fuck is he in there for?
You know, women are at a point
I
in life.
hear what you're saying.
Women are at a point in life where they
But
do not
no.
have to make it. Do not have to be
On
a thing
unbiased
with a guy every
opinion, we
time.
gonna tell you don't do that. Listen, you need to
Girl,
think that
pop
he
your
is
thought
here.
pocket. No.
But the
Pop
tough
your
thing,
thought pocket.
this is the tough thing I find with this though, because there's certain things that someone may be like better suited for in the bedroom, but they lack certain qualities within a relationship. Like I be seeing shit on Twitter like, hey, everybody gotta have that. You gotta have that. like that throat goat, like. Because hey, not a lot of them can't do this, but she gonna bring it down every time, But she can't have a conversation.
Bricks.
Yeah, she dumb as
bricks,
hell.
my
she
nigga.
got no ambition.
Got her
All this
saved
shit.
in your phone as throat go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What they say? What they
Only
say?
call her for
Coca-Cola
Kobe.
bottle, butter, soda flat. Yeah, conversation with a nation. They can't. A female can fall in love with. I know for sure. My sister, right hand of God, is married to somebody she has never met.
What?
Right hand of God.
In person.
She's never met this person ever.
I mean, I've seen
They
people.
FaceTime.
What's like
Do
pen
that.
pal
They
thing? Like
they FaceTime. They talk on the phone. They text. But she is in love with this person. This person mailed a ring out here. Proposed to her. Never met
That's
this
the real
motherfucker.
Wow.
Never met her. my sister gay. Yeah.
Dang, what
Yeah.
a good switch.
Like, I swear to God. There ain't no switch because it's just like her ass.
Samantha, what do you mean by impulsiveness is unattractive? What do you?
Pop your thought pocket. That's what you mean.
That's what she was referring to.
I mean, it's unattractive to whoever the beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
I know someone personally that's what he wants is for you to pop your thought pocket, and he loves that. And that's
like
what
watch
he is.
you do it?
That
Like,
sound like any
like
motherfucking
watch
nigga.
someone do it? Like what do I don't
mean,
understand the
but
context.
He's still gonna love you. Most niggas is like, they want you to have sex with them, so they like, yeah, do it with me, but they wouldn't marry you. But he would marry you, and he still wants you to.
Oh yeah. See, for me, I don't really mind experience.
Who you be around? She know.
No, for me, I don't really
She know
mind
some
experience
people.
though.
Girl,
He was my man.
Oh, that was your man.
Yes.
Oh, he wanted you to pop.
Oh wait, while y'all was together.
I'm so sorry. My bad. I think you knew somebody.
To do that, but that's what he was interested in. He was okay with that.
No, I can see it. People. There's some people who's even to like
People are different.
cuckolding and shit.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
never know what person is.
Yeah,
into. Like,
that's a
there's-
different
it's-
realm. Like,
there's
that's
people,
different.
it's called voyeurism. Like if you like watching the person people have sex and you're okay with seeing, is it what convert? Is it conversion? If you are okay with seeing your partner with someone else.
Delusion.
Yo.
That's what the fuck that is.
I gotta
Nigga,
look
that's
up
crazy,
the way
homie.
they said it.
Okay with like
Yeah,
That's
I think
crazy.
it's conversion.
Joshua said, as they say, grass is always greener, but it's really greener where you water it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See, I agree with that because I feel like you
I
can
never heard
constantly
that one.
perceive. You haven't?
Never heard that one.
There's no way.
Not the water part.
What?
I heard the grass is green on the other side, but not the.
Nah,
where you
yeah,
water
but
it.
it's going to be greener where you water it for sure.
I never. That was a
You never
good
heard that?
one.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought
That
you was
one-
being facetious.
That
No,
one
no,
hit you,
I'm
That
being
one hit
honest.
No, but I agree because I think that's kind of what I was even saying with like the throat goat thing. Like you can always find something where you like, damn, this is better, this certain quality, but it's kind of on you to weigh all the facets of what you want in a person.
Yeah. You gotta definitely. There's a lot of factors that go into it.
What you
Yeah.
say about throat goat?
I'm saying, what did I say?
I'm messing with him.
Yeah.
But
Have
Samantha said,
Have you ever had a throat goat? Let me do my best guru thing.
Why is it always directed at me? Can we go around?
I'm asking you.
I'm vanilla. She said you look vanilla.
You Mr.
I
Manila.
am vanilla.
No, you not, bro.
Have you ever
really
had a
not.
throat goat?
You got some.
I
good
didn't.
head.
I never named somebody in my phone throat goat.
No, she wasn't a throat goat.
Never in my
Nah, I
life
just
put a bitch
don't. I
on
don't
my phone
name
named
people in my
Throat
phone.
Goat.
I don't name people in my phone off like
Crazy
sex
ass shit
stuff.
like that.
that would be
But
crazy.
there, but
though.
there, yeah. If I'm like
What they
feeling a
used to
certain
say,
type of way, yeah,
you
for sure. I know what number to call.
Imagine your phone. Imagine your phone ringing. Throat goat.
But do niggas really
Your mom's
hit
sitting
that
there.
one
Yeah,
girl
you
up
at-
for
yeah.
some head?
I think
Throat
so.
goat is calling you.
Yeah, they do that. I've never.
This one
I guess
guy
I
I
never
met,
done it.
he was like,
Never have?
He was like, only one person can do it to him. Like he won't let anyone else.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never been like
I
that.
think it's because like certain guys have had so many bad experiences with women, like not knowing what to do.
Do
So
you
they
know
don't
any
even
throat goats?
Who me? Do I know any? I mean,
As she
I
clears
don't
her
know
throat.
nobody- I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
well.
that's the.
She said, "Excuse me, well, dang."
You know, I don't know anybody else.
oh shit.
That's, yeah.
No, I ain't.
Alright,
No. I've never got some head that bad where it was on speed dial.
No.
Never got some head where I ended up putting her on speed dial.
Oh, you never had like.
I never had heads where I was like, I'm putting this bitch on speed dial.
Dang.
Well, that's why I feel like, hey, through my relations, I already have numbers. But then, like I said, I know this one. Okay, you're like, there's no questions here.
I know who I'm
So
calling.
you never had like you don't have like one that comes to mind if you say like have you ever had if
Some
somebody
good
asks
head?
you,
Have I had some
yeah,
good head?
yeah.
Yes.
Or great if you say great like
I've always, I feel like they always get to that. Because remember, I train them.
So
remember
you
I
should have
teach
a
them.
few.
You got it,
should
yeah.
have a
Yeah,
nice-
they're specific.
You a
I know what I
professor.
like. I like what I like.
oh okay
The
yeah.
throat goat professor.
Not the throat goat professor.
He training them. He making a whole bunch of throat goats out there.
Y'all welcome, nigga. Y'all welcome out
Sending them
there.
out, like,
Yeah.
Send them out into the world.
Y'all welcome.
I don't want to be with you no more. Go out
I'm
there.
helping the world out. I'm spreading the love.
Go spread your throat goat somewhere else.
Go on, you got it.
man. Don't be too good, ladies. Be outside your house.
Oh shit.
Trey said so. Then you should have plenty.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
You should have a few.
They out there, but I'm not looking for them.
Joshua said.
Where the
you
next
gotta
one?
stay-
He said you got a stable.
Yeah, Joshua said you gotta stay. You got a whole stable.
Talking about you. He ain't talking about me.
I think he was
I
talking
ain't
about
got
you.
no stable.
Not no more. Not no more.
I never had no stable.
A stable of
Two
niggas.
is-
That's crazy. I ain't never heard that. I gotta show you reverence on that.
I did not.
That's
say I
top
had that.
tier. It was getting there though. You
I
was,
had two, and that's the only two I wanted.
I'm curious about this topic. It was about I'm trying to look for it on the top of the thing and I can't see it. Oh, it's about religion. So if you weren't religious, or say if you're not religious now, would you still follow religious beliefs?
Like what? Because of a partner?
No, just in general.
Just for yourself.
Yeah.
Would that become a tradition then? for
wait, can you
yourself?
say that one more time?
Say you're not religious, would you still follow like a lot of the religious beliefs?
That's a good one because I can say I'm not religious, but there's just certain things I feel like I won't do. Like I got my own set of morals, I guess. There's certain ones I just won't do. probably because of other religions, shit that I've read.
Because of
probably
religion.
but I've read different type of religious like books. You know what I'm saying? I might take something from each one of those and apply it to my own morals.
So you more so goes with what feels right to you.
Will feel right to me, and I feel like I rock with that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are traditions, I guess.
Yeah.
I go off my own experiences and what I feel like, I believe is okay and not okay.
Have you ever been religious?
Yeah.
I believe in a higher power, but I don't like have a God, and like I don't know, because the Bible it says like you are the image of God. You know what I'm saying? So I put more faith in myself every day, because I have to live this life. I got to make sure I'm getting up, I'm doing this, but I'm not fearful of something that I don't see. I'm more fearful of my next move, or like my blind faith in me trying to go pursue something.
Okay, so when you say, like you said, it's not you being fearful of something you don't see, but so you just doing all these things, it's just the things that apply to your life pretty much. Like that's why you do it. It's not out of fear of like, oh, I'm going to hell and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I'm living how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because what are you asking it in that sense? Like, you follow religious beliefs because you scared of there not being an afterlife or something?
No, not just that in general. Just like, would you still follow just religious beliefs? Because like,
isn't that why they do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People that follow religious beliefs, they want to either get in heaven or hell.
Yes, they're fearful.
Well, I think that's the crazy thing, because they say that's not supposed to be the reason for it.
But that's what religion do. Religion,
but a lot of people do it because the fear of hell. But you're actually supposed to do it because the love and dedication to God.
Exactly. When I do right, or if I'm just doing right, I know I'm doing right for me. If it's not because I'm fearful of what he might think, or he might, like, God or the devil might think, like, no, this is just me. You know what I'm saying? What if I'm a fucking mixture of the devil and God? What if if people could read the Bible and they see like my journey, it's gonna be a mixture of both. You know, because I didn't have some tumultuous like upbringings and shit that I've done. You know what I'm saying? Like, can make me look like I got horns, but I also move without trying to be harmful to others, where you can see a halo on me. So it's like, that's why I don't go off that shit.
Yeah.
Go off just me.
Yeah, I think there comes a point like, well, I would say like a lot of stuff in the Bible that talks about like being a good person in general kind of follows like a lot of stuff that people do about like, not stealing from people or not killing people, all this other stuff. So I mean that stuff makes sense, but there is stuff where it's like, all right, does this actually align with who I am? I mean, I going back to what we was talking about earlier about like the whole sex situation, like in the Bible it says, you're not supposed to have sex before you get married, but in general, I feel like there's a connection with having sex that's a part of the relationship, I feel like, and that's needed, I feel, in a relationship. Not saying that it's like a must, you need to do it all the time, but it's something that you need to experience with somebody before you guys go on to like a lot of the next steps of like marriage and all that stuff. You
know the way sperm is considered a sin? Like, if a dude ejaculates, like, you don't got to be fucking. Like, if a dude jacked off or he just comes or something and it does not go in a woman's vagina, that's considered a sin.
Oh, yeah. I
read that fucking book from the front to the back. And when I read that shit, I was, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, there's some crazy stuff in there.
It's wild shit in there. And that same Bible that everybody read, even Hitler read that motherfucking Bible. For real, people can read the same shit, and it shows how obscure that your mind could take some knowledge.
Yeah, it's all for perception. You go to
shit.
different churches, different pastors. They'll have different ways they spread the message.
Oh yeah,
it's so wild.
Yeah, and then you got the people that are not pastors, and they're gonna throw it down your throat and say their interpretation.
Yeah,
you decide what you want to take from that too.
And they try to fear you, like put fear in your heart. That's like their number.
But that's why because you had asked if I was religious. That's kind of what had pushed me away and why I am the way I am now. But I'm just kind of the belief that I'm gonna control what I could control, and I'm not about to suppress things I'm feeling or who I am in hopes that I'll be somewhere better down the line, and I'm gonna make sort of my heaven here, and so that's kind of how I view it.
I'm not knocking it.
I see what you're saying there. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it's. I think when it comes down to religion, it's hard. And the thing that kind of aggravates me is when people cherry pick on religious beliefs to use against you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only things that they see and they be like, "Oh, I'm gonna use this against you." But it's like, okay, well, if we use the Bible against you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you ain't gonna look too pretty either. Yeah. So it's like, but I feel like everybody has their faults, and I like how you said like the devil angel thing, because I feel like in everybody's story, you're a villain to somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody thinks that somebody has the worst to say about you for some reason. They're just gonna be like, "Oh, dang, I had the worst. They was mean this day," and it could have just been a bad day for you. But at the end of the day, that reflected on somebody else, and now you look a certain way to somebody else. So I mean,
It's so crazy. There's some like really like spiteful people I've met who are like really religious and wearing crosses and shit. And there's some people who aren't religious who are some of the most genuine people. And it could go both ways, you know. And so I just say that's why I more so go off of like my own experiences and shit like that, and like the respect dynamic I have with certain people and certain morals and stuff, and just go off that.
There's good and bad in everything, which realm. It can be religion, it can be sports, like just normal people. There's always some good and bad in everything and everywhere.
so do you feel like it would be good to just follow the Bible?
Hell no. Hell no. That's fear. That's all fear. The Old Testament, God was a cold, like cruel motherfucker. He was so cruel to them. I'm like, damn, that's gonna scare the fuck out of them. That's why like them Catholic churches be looking the way they look. It's fearful when you go in there. I'll be going there.
I mean, when you see some of the stuff that happened in like the Bible, sometimes it does look kind of ruthless. Like
it was, the Old Testament was wild.
Like you was just
But
out
had
there
no
knocking
chance.
people.
No
You was
chance.
just
But
taking
this is-
I was
people out.
gone
and
in
I-
Genesis. I was gone to Genesis.
And I know this
As
stuff
a child.
already, but
Oh yeah.
I just want to ask as like a forum and a talk. Who created that?
That's always the
Created what?
question mark.
The Bible.
Man.
Don't ask me.
Like how'd that become the
The disciples wrote their own books, and then whoever.
and then they kind of took it all. But even with like the disciples, like who allowed them to decide this is. And so that's kind of my question, where I just always kind of.
I know they found like text though, right? They found like
They got
scripture.
some,
Right?
I just
That was
came
right.
into possession of like it's on scroll, so it's like it's not a Bible. It's like it's
To
not
the
Quran.
point that
It's
Landon
like,
trying to make though is it ain't no real story.
Right.
To it.
Yeah, it's all
it's
man.
like- yeah.
All man.
Is we should know that story if nothing. Oh, so and so and got to
Yeah.
What y'all was talking about last time? Hieroglyphics, like that's a
Oh, yeah,
a form
modern day
of a Bible.
hieroglyphics.
It's like
Mhm.
whoever just decided to start saying, hey, let's start writing about what's happening.
Somebody had a perspective. He articulated his thought, and people ate that shit up because they haven't heard nobody speak like that.
Right.
That's like rappers nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all nowadays shit.
Yeah.
Everybody are disciples now type shit.
I just-
Instagram followers and all that shit. Like you talking about you want to be worshiped? Baby, post some shit. Talk your shit on there. I guarantee you have enough followers to make
I
you
don't
feel
want them.
worshiped.
I just want my man.
That's
You
what
gotta
everybody
do it.
doing now.
But that's kind of my point too. Like, who's to say like the biggest personality before there was internet, before there was any sort of way of doing your own research, you're in a village and the person with the biggest personality just saying this the right way, and if you don't know,
That's the king.
something
Yeah.
bad is gonna happen to you.
Yeah, he
Of course,
scared the shit out of him.
yeah. Then you're gonna be like, oh shit, yeah. Let me
Let's write this down and put it in
yeah.
the book.
This how it got to be, and then it keeps going. Then there's
More followers. How Jesus was. He had his followers.
Yeah.
However,
it's
that's
gotta
what the
be
book says.
followers.
Jesus and his
Like,
followers.
the world don't work.
It's the book, dog.
yeah.
Masses of people following.
That's what the
something.
hieroglyphics say. Come up with a book.
Right?
and
Write some
give
shit
it to
down.
'em.
Get on that
And
mic.
watch what's gonna happen. 'Cause we don't know what the hieroglyphics say.
Right.
To know that
Yeah.
that's what's in
And
the
ain't
Bible.
nobody
Yeah.
alive that do.
Oh,
They might have been talking about Twitter because they have some birds on there.
You-
There'd be a lamb on there.
People
fucking
don't know how to
stick
play
figures.
telephone, so if and people also don't they don't stay family are together enough to get things passed down anymore. So a lot of things that you learning, you probably didn't learn it from your grandma. You didn't learn, you didn't learn it from whoever the overseers are, the family. So people don't even know about their own family heirlooms and stories about their own people. Let alone you finna tell me what the Israelis said in 800 BC.
The Israelites and all them and shit. Yeah.
Like that's
like
crazy.
the Bible really has a ghostwriter. Niggas ghostwrite music. The Bible is somebody wrote that shit we don't really know.
And then you got all these translations, and so it's like, how you know that's what they say?
I know, yeah.
And
the translation part is getting me crazy.
And then the way that they put it too is like they put their own emphasis on different words. Like it might not have been that word that they emphasized, but they don't change it. So now they made this word the most important thing in this sentence.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like,
how y'all come out with new books later? Wait a minute.
Who making the new edition?
Yeah, we don't put a
Who coming
spin
out
on
these
that.
new
The
editions?
new books of the Bible.
This the remix.
Drop the E instead from the to the. Let's just smudge that one out. I'm telling you, shit like that, bro. It's always changing. We always just accepting shit. We're so quick to accept everything that's around us because, like, yeah, we do have to deal with this. It's life. But don't mean I have to believe in this shit. I'm gonna accept it because it's the world how it is.
No,
but
you're
I'm not gonna accept
product
it.
of your environment, bro. A lot of people just conditioned doing what grandma was doing. It's not even.
We
that
ain't do
they-
it though.
Yeah,
But I feel like you finally
never-
you're in a new age where like you can research and like
even back then,
once
no, I
you're
didn't.
grown, you can. When you
As a
you
kid, we
don't
was
get
not
Yeah, but-
fucking with church.
I didn't go to church when I was a
sure,
kid.
but
I
still,
didn't go to church when I was an adult.
that could have been more so from a that shit is boring,
Boring
and
as
stuff too.
fuck.
You know, whereas
Yeah.
like nowadays you could do your own research
Yeah, I
and
can
come up.
hear it and see
Whereas
it.
like when you talking about grandma and stuff, those is like back in times where they didn't have as much resources as we do to cross reference shit and stuff. So they kind of just went down traditions. So that's why I think more so. Like I was reading a statistic like we're in BYU. It's like a majority Mormon school. They're seeing a lot more kids who go to BYU start to
Rebel.
drop out of the religion because they get to that age where they able to research and they talking to other kids who feel in the same way and they're like, yeah, this bullshit. You know,
That's real shit.
Yeah, this is, you got to learn for yourself eventually.
No
Experience, man.
disrespect to nobody's religion.
yeah, and I don't mean it
No,
like
it's
that.
unbiased
Yeah.
opinions. We ain't gotta
Yeah.
say that. They know. They on this channel. It's the unbiased opinions. It's in the title.
People be getting hurt.
I
though.
know they getting hurt.
Somebody gonna come
Unbiased
for us
opinion,
about this
yeah.
whole conversation.
I mean,
They gonna be like, y'all going there.
I said, come on here.
I ain't really want to
It's
get
on
in.
your head,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know, right?
Double dutch.
Man, I'm,
Yeah.
Right. You see how I was saying that?
Yeah.
I don't mess
you was
with
ready to get in, then someone
Yeah,
say
I was like,
something, you like,
I'm
nah, I'm
not
good.
gonna argue with you.
I'm okay. I'm talking.
They'll get on you. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's all
Religion. There's some topics out there that's hard to talk about because the basis, the people in the communities surrounding these topics will come for your head.
What
I'm ready
I will
for
say
it.
to the masses is you have a choice. Like a lot of us, like we say as kids, you just bred into the religion, so you don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Go research everything, all the religions, and see what you, like you say, what resonates with you,
Yep.
what suits you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be following something like you say, have this like this. I feel like I should have been a Rasta if I were to choose a religion.
Yeah.
You know how hard that is for people though to go from all these type of religions, like trying to find it. They're like, damn, I don't even want one now.
That's how
Because I see the similarities in all of them.
It
Why
is
can't we be
similarities,
one
literally.
fucking people?
Right.
It's supposed to
It's
be
crazy.
that way.
Yeah.
And the one thing that they all agree on is that the people are lost. That's the main thing that I've seen from
Just
every
like the Norse gods, Greek gods, like there's similarities. You got Zeus, you got Odin, you know what I'm saying? You got
Yeah.
Hercules, you got Thor.
Yeah.
And people really believe in that shit. Like it's just this one is the right one, yours is the wrong, but you guys ain't seeing the whole similarities that you guys really do have.
You said Hercules and Thor. I was
No,
just
those
like,
are real. That's real shit. Like,
no, I know they real, but I just
like in Sicily, like my people, our flag has Medusa's head on it because they believe in Athena's our protector.
Mm-hmm.
Like and I didn't know Greek mythology was like really like a practice. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And when I was playing the video games, you know, watching Hercules on TV, but when I did research on like my other side of me, I'm like, damn, that's a real thing. And I've always been so intrigued by it. And that's crazy. It's in
real.
my bloodline. These people
Actually,
believe in that shit. And I'm raised Christian over here. I'm like, how could I choose?
I think Greek mythology is kind of cool though.
And that's real practice. Like they really, that's crazy to me. Like that's always been cartoons and shit.
Yeah. I used to watch like the movies and all that stuff. I used to be into that. It was dope to me though. But yeah, I guess we won't tiptoe too deep into religion.
Yeah, we get in there.
Oh yeah, we going down the rabbit hole.
Sliding down that.
Yeah, rabbit hole.
For the people come for us. What up, Mike? I see you, man. We appreciate the love too. He said, "What up to me and Lenon?"
Oh, what's good?
Oh, me and Crump.
Oh yeah, what's good?
Yeah. Let's get on the mental health topic though.
Okay.
Do you self-diagnose yourself?
Like a motherfucker.
What you got?
Yeah. What do you got?
Man.
You got.
Man. If I was saying anything, like, do I got a mental health problem? I'm just saying I diagnose myself like if I feel like my neck hurt or something, like, oh, it's probably just this and that. That's my diagnosis.
Come on,
that's my diagnosis.
But I should have known. I should have known.
No way.
I should have known.
Ain't nothing wrong with me.
He said ain't nothing.
There's nothing wrong with
I don't got
anyone.
mental health. I don't got
with
mental health
health. It's just something going on with you.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
think, man.
What you think going on with you?
Oh, I got anxiety real bad.
Go ahead. You're going to have the people
See,
come
I
for
don't
you
have
this
anxiety.
week.
No,
Nah, just kidding.
no, man. No, listen. I think I really got anxiety now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, anxiety.
no, listen.
I'm gonna tell you
I just
how.
had an anxiety attack though.
Mhm.
I didn't tell nobody this, but I didn't know what it was.
Oh, yeah.
I thought maybe because I had a shot or whatever, but I don't even
Liquor
drink.
don't do that.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
That's what
Liquor
I'm
don't do
saying.
that
I
to
was
you.
in the shower, bro. And I was at the house by myself. I have not told anybody because I was so scared. I was like, what the fuck? Because I thought I was having
Having a
like
heart
a
attack. Yeah,
I
that's
thought
how
I
it
was
is.
having a heart attack,
Yeah.
bro.
That's how it is.
I got out the shower. I was knocking shit down. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, ain't no kids here? I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Could I tell you where I think anxiety come from for everybody?
But
are you guys?
I found out that.
Are you guys smokers? Do you smoke?
Yeah.
You don't
I
smoke?
used to.
I don't.
You don't smoke at all?
No, I haven't smoked.
That was the
It can
first
come
time in
from,
my
It can
life.
come-
a lot of things.
Drinking,
Yeah.
smoking. Do you smoke
Stress.
vape?
Could come from stress.
Do you? What's your vice? Do you drink?
I think it's stress things.
No,
Like,
no,
I
I'm
used to
asking.
gamble.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just asking.
it's stress things.
Gambling. You just said
Yeah, I
gambling
used to
too.
gamble and
That's
stuff like
a
that.
drug.
It created.
When you do that type of shit, y'all don't think that
Yeah.
it's eventually going to give you those type of
But
feelings?
no, Key. You
Not
know
at
me.
all?
We was just at Sunset Park. Did I just not beat 15-year-olds running? I play basketball.
I
at
didn't-
Tarkanian
well,
all
I'm
the
not saying
time.
that, cuz.
But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, bro, you know me. I'm not just saying it's like I'm on my shit.
Yeah, but I still think it stemmed from all the
That's-
other
no,
shit.
but no,
when you're
this
doing
is- but
intaking,
no, I'm
I
not-
think
I'm
y'all
not
should take it to
disagreeing
that.
with you.
But I know I'm saying I think y'all should take that in consideration as I am indulging in things,
Yeah.
and that can bring
And
anxiety.
That's how
I
you
don't-
control it.
Yeah.
That's how you control it. But once you have anxiety, or once anxiety like sets in with you, it's not something that you can just get rid of.
Yeah.
And
100%.
we can have anxiety from a young age.
Yeah, it can happen from a lot of things. It can even happen from trauma.
Yeah.
But anxiety is just a trigger moment,
Yeah.
and when that
Right.
trigger happens, boom.
Man.
Then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, like for example, you said you had it getting out the shower, right? But now all of a sudden, your mind can associate
Yeah.
the showers with anxiety,
Whatever you
and
were going
then
through, what you was thinking, what
But
happened
see,
that
look,
day, stuff
that's
like
Then
what
the
I'm
that.
triggers
saying.
start
It was
coming more.
later on that made me think it was really anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was talking to somebody else and stuff. Because I thought that, damn, did I hit the blunt too hard? Was
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
high? Did I take an extra shot or what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? This
And
is
you
what I
remember.
wasn't even thinking that.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm telling him I agree with him because that's immediately like, I'm like, oh shit, you just had an anxiety attack. Or,
Yeah.
But
You
that's not
get
gonna
what
say
I'm
that
saying?
every time you take a shot, you're gonna have a panic
No,
attack.
no,
You know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
That's
right.
why it's like
But
you
that's why
gotta
I'm
figure
just
out what
like,
triggered
whoa,
you that day.
That was
I
but
had
I know
one-
I was heavy thinking,
Yep.
stressing. I'm thinking
Anything-
about a
You
bunch
never
of
dealt
stuff,
with it
right?
before, yeah.
And I didn't know that it was, because I'm in the shower, I'm just thinking, and
And
prior
the
to that, I
showers
was thinking,
intensify
sitting, and
all
I was,
that.
in there and all the good
All
stuff.
that
But
get
yeah,
into
You know
bro,
what?
Nah, 'cause it gets
Showers
scary,
helps me for some reason.
it does, and
But
that's why I was.
It
so
can
shocked, 'cause
intensify, especially you high.
Right,
Oh,
like she
yeah,
said, because
yeah,
I
yeah.
was hot.
But I'm getting high and
man.
getting in the shower. I like that.
But I think the big thing too is when you associate the chest pain
With a heart
and you
attack.
really think it's a heart attack and it's your
Yeah.
first time having it,
Hyperventilating.
it's really hard to come down from
Yeah.
that. Like,
Especially if you touch it too.
yeah.
Oh,
And it got the
my
palpitations.
goodness.
Yeah, and you feel
fuck.
that jump.
Yeah.
I had that way.
Yeah, I had a calm cuz.
He had to calm me down. But it's real though, cause like I had to realize like I actually had it, cause
You remember that shit?
I didn't know, but I kept going to the hospital because I would keep calling the hospital. I would call so many times.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah,
I
like
was
every
like,
time
bro,
it
I
happened, my
can't
heart.
do
I would think I'm
nothing.
having a heart attack. My parents would call the hospital. People would take me to the hospital. Something would happen. I'll go to the hospital and they'd be like, and then
like,
finally
you
they
having
told
a
me, they was
panic
like,
attack.
you have anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you actually have anxiety. You keep going through this. We've been here. We know you now. Type job.
Yeah.
They was like, we see you
Wow.
often.
They be looking at you like,
Yeah.
girl, how much you had?
They started asking me that first. They was like, you been smoking?
Man, I also think like when your heart start feeling like that, it's a what is it? A sign of congenital, like your arteries and shit. 'Cause
Not
all that
always.
No, I'm saying though, it's a slow build into that. It could really be like that if you smoking like
But you're
swishers and all that
feeling
shit.
like that.
You start building a lot of phlegm
Yeah.
in your arteries and
Yeah.
you get a
You're
low.
not doing other things as well.
Yeah, it's still gonna clog it though. If
Do you
do it
stretch
like that
before you
much.
work out?
I stretch, I do
Yeah, because I think that's important too. Because I was having a lot of heart issues, and I got like an EKG, everything. They didn't find nothing.
Yeah.
And I ended up going to this massage therapist, and she was like, "Yo, your fascia is really tight, and fascia is like what connects your chest to your back." And so since I'm playing games all day, so now once I'm standing up, this is pulling. And this is hurting, so you associate this as your heart when it's just your fascia on top. So that's what I was saying. If you stretch and stuff, that could potentially help you
And
too.
a lot of times, even then, your heart probably not really beating.
Yeah,
fast.
it wasn't
You
my. It
just-
was like my breathing. I was
Yeah,
panicking.
yeah,
Because that's why I was like, what?
yeah. No, it's
And
scary,
once
bro.
you realize it and you figure out your triggers and you figure out different things, then you can say, okay, I know I'm having a panic attack. I'm about to just sit here and chill. I'm going to, obviously, if you're with someone, they need to understand that about you too. So that they
You
don't make
gotta
it
have
worse.
somebody who knows, because if nobody knows how to calm you down, it's the worst. To be honest, they can make it worse.
Oh yeah.
People make it worse because some people will panic with you, or they don't
Scream
know how
at
to-
you, calm you down,
they
like
don't know how to
scream at
react.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta really like be calm and
right. And I
I
used to
can't
have
panic people.
seizures, epilepsy, so I knew to watch I knew exactly. My head was going woom at first, and then I was like, okay. And I tried to, you know what I'm saying, and then it got hotter. I grabbed my chest, I moved it, turned back. But I'm paying attention to everything that's going on, because when I used to have seizures, that's how I used to do.
Yeah.
Going to my mom, I used to pay attention because I couldn't talk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking around knocking stuff down. I'm like, who do I call? I tried to get on my phone.
yeah, that junk's hard, especially because there's so many facets that go with anxiety. Like people think it's just like the rapid heartbeat and that's it, but it could be confusion.
Yeah.
You can
Bro,
have tingles.
I could not get on
You can
my
feel like you're
phone.
falling. It's so many things. It could be you. Sometimes you can feel lost. You can feel like you're in an alternate reality. There's so much stuff that goes with anxiety that can like trigger.
Cousin, that's crazy. Because I looked it up and everything you just said, and that's what I was going through. Because I was like,
Yeah.
it was like it was not real. The kids, I'm like low key, not even saying, hey,
Yeah.
I'm thinking it though.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Sound like sleep paralysis.
oh,
There's
bro,
some
it was
there's some trippy stuff out there, especially like when you go through like the trippy anxiety attacks where it's like
crazy. That's
you
why
don't
I
even
didn't
know
tell
if anything's
nobody.
real and you just like questioning everything. You're like, I don't even feel like this is really happening right now. That junk will take
Yeah.
you through a whole.
I said, I'm gone by myself. Oh,
Yeah.
it's over. In the
That
town.
junk will take you through a whole thing.
Nah, that scares you, bro.
It
Yeah.
is, bro.
I've been dealing with. I feel like the last 2 years I've really noticed it. Seasonal depression when daylight savings time happens, and I'm not getting enough sun, and I'm inside too much.
Did you self-diagnose that, or did you?
Yeah, it's like something where I'm like, okay, this is 2 straight years I've felt weird during this time, so I need to. So I go out and I make sure I get sun. Like I said, I'm playing golf now and stuff, and that kind of goes into. I'm making sure I'm getting walks in the morning. I feel better now, and so
Sun has something to do with it for sure.
yeah,
Sun makes you
it's
feel
been
good.
throwing me off for sure.
Do you think it's good that people self-diagnose themselves?
I think so.
I think so. Cause I don't know who know you better than you.
I think that
Yeah.
the first thing that like happens when you go to a doctor is they want to medicate. They send you to a doctor to medicate first. When you don't always need medication, you might just need to talk, you talking, you'll get down to the root cause of what's going on, so that you can find out it's something just seasonal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you might realize, you know what, I've been going through a lot of stress lately. And you didn't realize it right in the moment because you're panicking or because you're sad or whatever. So I think that if you can figure it out for yourself first and deal with it, then that's better than to go and have to get on medication or have to go and talk to someone. Like that. So
see, I think with me, like, I didn't want medication when I actually went. I told them I didn't want medication because I just don't trust stuff like that. So I was like, I don't trust it. You know, I'll just see a therapist. I'd rather talk to somebody and they tell me coping mechanisms and we can talk and I can tell them my experiences and then maybe they can help me that way. I want to go that route first, you know. But I feel like there's a I see what you're saying with the self-diagnosis part, but I think it's so dangerous too because some people they lean on it. They lean on it so much and they be like, I'm
this, I'm that, and nobody's ever told you that you're like a doctor's never told you.
I'm this. I act like this because I'm that.
Yeah.
The verbiage or the terminology, self-diagnose. I think you should be aware most definitely of what's going on with yourself.
Yeah.
But to self-diagnose, you can't.
I agree.
You have to go see a doctor or somebody that knows this professionally. You can most definitely know what's going on with you. Like she said, I'm stressed and I'm feeling down.
Mm-hmm.
And then go see what is this pertaining to.
Yeah.
I think because people do try to self-diagnose, like, no, I got this because my grandma and them said it and they passed it down and that's what it is.
Yeah.
And you haven't actually gone to see.
I think self-diagnosis could work if you take your time with yourself and willing to do it. Y'all try to go to doctors for the quick fix. That's what doctors are there for.
No, I said once you're aware, you got to know
I'm
that
just
I
saying not that one. He's talking about the mental self-diagnosing?
Yeah.
Or
you got to
anything.
know I got a headache or anything, self-diagnose.
Mm-hmm.
To know.
No, I got you. I thought he was talking about the whole emotion part. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying right there from them. So.
I asked the question. The reason why I asked it or made the topic is because you see on social media or just in life period that a lot of times you say you're self-diagnosing yourself. You say, oh, I'm this, and then you're leaning on it to make that an excuse for a lot of things. But then also the other part of the question is, do you diagnose others? Like that word narcissist, that word bipolar.
I hate that fucking word narcissist.
You know, women are
they don't even use it
bipolar
right.
all the time.
Oh yeah,
you know, and they'll say about themselves like, oh, you know, babe, I just bipolar.
That sounds
it's like until you actually meet or be with or deal with an actual bipolar person, you would realize not to call yourself that. You know what I'm saying?
Or call other people that.
Because
like,
just
don't use that shit
like
yeah, because when you're dealing with somebody who actually going through that and it's a whole different world. That's
I've
a
been
whole
married
different
to a
world.
bipolar person, and their family, it was spread out throughout the family. Some bipolar manic, and others just depressed. Like it was crazy.
Oh man,
and just seeing all that mental, like health, not being treated around you, and not knowing, because I ain't never been around nobody like that.
Yeah,
and having to see it. And then when you see people just throw that word out, it's just crazy.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely crazy when people throw a lot of topics out. I like that you brought up the narcissist one because we was talking about that not too long ago.
Everybody's a narcissist.
Yeah, everybody's a narcissist. Everybody's like, people say that everybody's something, or they want to say that themselves are something, but usually it's to excuse themselves from something or like, I guess, want people to accept some type of way that they're acting, but it's like at the end of the day, are you trying to get better or are you just using it as a way to just let people know, like, hey, just to let you know, if I start acting crazy, it's because I'm bipolar, you know, like
or
with my
I'm
mood
a
change.
Yeah.
But no, that's why I said, even when I said I feel like these last 2 years that I might have seasonal depression, and then I'm working on things and I'm not necessarily utilizing it as a crutch in my interactions with people and stuff, you know. And if I do feel like I'm lower, then we can have that conversation, you know. But like to y'all point, to go into everything and just say, yeah, this is just how I am, you know.
But
you taking your time with yourself though. That's dope. You taking your time.
Yeah,
You figuring
yeah.
out you before going to a doctor.
Yeah.
It's like you feeling better just going
Having
golfing
that
and shit.
imbalance in your
That's why I say I
brain,
believe you can
recognize
self-diagnose
it.
yourself in that way if you're willing to take the time and experiment on yourself in that type of manner.
But I'll say
To
this.
find my peace.
Why I agree with what Twerk was saying is because I feel like if you do, like for example, with me with anxiety, I barely even talk about it with other people. Because I don't really want it to be something like a topic of conversation unless I know somebody's going through it, and then we can talk. So I know, like, hey, just to let you know, like, I experienced this too, and I can relate to them there. But otherwise, I'm not just like going around saying like, oh man, like it's hard for me to deal with this today because I've been going through anxiety and all this stuff. Like, and even Twerk said like he didn't want to speak about it. A lot of people don't want to really put their mental health out there because it's a hard thing to go through.
Yes.
You know, it's like really difficult. It's a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like I be feeling embarrassed sometimes when I like go through an anxiety attack. Cause I'm like, dang man, like everybody like got to take care of me now. Like all these people like worry. I done ruined the whole mood. I killed the vibe and stuff like that.
But that makes your anxiety worse though. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'll be like after the anxiety attack, I'll feel bad because I'll be like, man, I just ruined everybody's night. Like everybody was chilling and stuff, and then I come, you know, and it's like you don't want to be that person. So that's why I would say, really don't self-diagnose or don't wear it as a crutch. At least just be like, you know, if you're going through it, find your ways to be aware of it and find your ways to cope, find your ways to go through it, find your ways to work through it. Now, you can find people to talk to about it, but I don't think it's something to like announce, like, or wear as like a medal or like some badge or something. That's just my take on it. But yeah, Samantha said, what's NPD? Does anybody know what that is? Oh, that's a type of, I think that's a bipolar disorder, right? No? Isn't just someone that's evil, it's a survival instinct.
It has to be someone with narcissism. Hold on, let me look at it.
Narcissism, something disorder, maybe.
Well, yeah,
Every female think her ex is
narcissistic personality disorder.
okay.
Yeah, every female say that about her ex.
He's a narcissist.
Every female say about her ex.
They're a narcissist.
They use it wrong though.
Yeah, I feel like that's a crazy word. And I feel like self-diagnosing other people is like, that's crazy.
That just sound like a nice way of saying judging.
Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
Self-diagnose them.
And what's crazy
that is.
So, I got narcissus flowers tattooed on my breast, right? So this was years and years ago before this word was so loosely thrown out and made negative. Because when you look at the definition, it says excessive interest in or admiration of oneself and one's physical appearance. That's what narcissism means. And so the way that the flower is defined like this is because it sits on the edge of a creek and it welts over and it can see itself in the reflection of itself into the water. And so when I got these flowers put on my breast, I had really huge breasts on a really small body frame, and it started causing back pain to the point where my spine was curving. So I had to get a breast reduction, ended up getting 2. And I hated my breasts though. Then now I hate them now because they look butchered. And I had scars and all these other things. So I got these flowers put on me, and after that, I loved them. And I just loved the meaning of the flower. But I just loved what I looked like at that moment. And for people to take that and make it into something so negative is just, it's weird to me. That's why I never understood to say, oh, you're a narcissist and you're bad.
I think it's derived, but I think it's derived from the perception of whether you're in a, like we talking about exes say that a lot and stuff. You in a relationship where you feel like this person only was thinking about themselves.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
So then they just say, okay, you a narcissist.
Yeah, like he was a narcissist. And
he was but that's so crazy because it's like, shouldn't you be taking yourself into consideration a lot in a relationship? Though,
Hello?
Not saying that you're not supposed to care about the other person and like their needs and wants too, but you also got to care about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you don't, then you gonna end up unhappy. That's why a lot of people end up unhappy in a relationship. They putting someone else's needs so far above their own, then later they realize like, well, what about me? Like, dang, I never really did anything for myself. And then you start having that regret, and then you start, having this, I guess, sort of grudge you put against the other person, and then you like, man, well, now I don't want to be in a relationship no more.
Right. You should be okay with that for yourself, and whoever you with should be okay with it too, and understand that whatever you do for yourself, I want you to do what's best for you at all times. And obviously, I hope that it involves me, but if it doesn't involve me, you should be okay with that.
That's one thing, and that's so crazy. I like that you say that, because I actually say that a lot in relationships I get into. I say, I want you to do what makes you happy, and if that doesn't involve me, if like you find yourself growing past me and we just don't work out, that's fine. But I'd rather you do that because that's what makes you happy than you stay and you be miserable, with me. Like if I'm not making you happy, if I'm not fulfilling that, then by all means, I would rather you go on to your next level or something that makes you happy.
It's the possessive nature that people have. That's really what it is. You're not really narcissistic, you're possessive.
Yeah.
So most times they don't even want you, but they just don't want you with nobody else.
Right.
I don't that. Don't let me like that.
See, yeah, that's a Greek mythology story. I know I was tripping. His name was Narcissus, and then he became that flower you're talking about. He kept looking at himself in there, and he got turned into that flower.
Snoop said Jada and Will said that next thing you know, Jada was entangling herself with people to make herself happy.
Leave them people be.
Jada and Will said what?
I guess they're saying like they want to be happy on their own, or they want the other person to do what makes them happy.
Know what Jada and Will said.
Oh, what you said.
Oh, they said you had an entanglement?
What you said about finding your
That
next
what they
level.
saying?
I hope not.
You was in an entanglement?
No, I knew.
They said it was no poly. You was in an entanglement.
I don't think. Well, because with me, it's like
What?
I'm not saying that if something. When I say do what makes you happy, I'm not saying if it's something that doesn't make me happy, I'm going to stay. You know what I mean? I'm just saying do what makes you happy. And if it's something that I don't agree with, then I'll be like, hey, you doing what makes you happy, but this is something that I just can't rock with. So I'm going to move on. But
then you'll be considered a narcissist for trying to control that person.
But
yeah,
that's
you see how they flip it. It can get thrown at any type of fucking thought, perspective, anything.
So why is that? So is that a part of NPD control? Is that what makes you a narcissist? You're trying to control the situation?
No, I think narcissism is more so.
That's why I'm like, a lot of people don't even know the real true definition.
Yeah, you can't be
So I'm
empathetic.
saying they just throw it anywhere. They would view that as being a narcissist.
Like narcissism, like you aren't able to be
Narcissistic
empathetic to somebody's
personality
emotions
disorder.
and shit like that.
Yeah.
Samantha Hooper said it's malice and manipulative behavior.
That's an X. That ain't shit but an X. That's all she's saying.
But not every manipulative person is a narcissist. I think that's something that
I don't think
put
that
out there.
half these people are really narcissists.
Exactly. I think that word should be taken out.
No,
of the
but that's what I'm
dictionary.
saying. Like
No.
it's within
Nice.
someone's
It's a real
wiring.
disorder,
Yeah.
and people put it on their ex.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's like a brain wiring where you aren't able to be like empathetic to people's feelings, shit like that. Like you
only care about
you only care about yourself.
Just
yeah.
because somebody manipulated you one time or manipulated a couple times, or maybe you had a controlling person, doesn't mean that they're a narcissist.
Or your ex may care more about himself than you.
And you don't need
That
to be
don't
with
mean
them.
that don't mean he got a disorder though. I'm just saying, love. You can't just do
It
that.
was you.
It's real people in the hospital with that disorder.
Yeah, that's why it's so dangerous to use stuff like that and just immediately call somebody that and not know the real meaning of the word and the term, and that it's actually a real mental disorder. To just put it out on somebody like that is kind of yeah. Imagine you just chilling and somebody like, dang, I heard you was a narcissist in your last relationship. You was like, what?
Y'all want to know the disorder I diagnose people with? Schizophrenia. There's a lot of schizophrenics walking around Vegas.
Are you like talking about the crackheads, or like are you talking about like real people? Like,
Your normal Joe Schmoes.
really?
Yes.
I think a lot of people in their upbringing weren't really taught how to deal with their emotions too, and sometimes that could get perceived as a mental disorder because they don't really know how to suppress certain things and in altercations and shit like that too.
That's fact.
A lot of anger.
Yeah.
That's all they know how to really.
Yeah.
Snoop said they play victim to get what they want. Is that to the narcissist thing?
Yeah.
Or is the dude or the person that is being, or not the one that feels like the other person is being a narcissist?
Yeah,
Are they
that's
just
what
gullible?
it is.
What if they're just gullible?
That's what it is, and
See,
they don't like the
you
fact
can
that
you
they
can
got
go
God.
around this shit in so many different ways, any angles.
But why do you self-diagnose people as
Because I just know certain qualities of it, and I just be like, y'all just kind of.
They just Geminis.
Oh,
That's all.
What is a quality? Or,
You can
I
tell
mean,
I think a
anything can
trait
have a
is
label.
more better of a word.
Man, I'll say
Quality.
quality. Man.
I need
The
some-
person-
I need
that's
some
your
example.
personality. I'll look it up for y'all.
That was one of her exes.
Snoop said?
Don't
True.
be nobody I'm with.
He said true Vegas kind of make you put on a persona that's not really who you are. I guess that's to your schizo.
Says a disorder that affects a person's ability to think, feel, and behave clearly.
Yeah, which I think that kind of goes
What you
hand in
said,
hand what I was
act out.
saying. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I just
That's what I
say.
was
Yeah.
about to say.
Yeah.
What I just say. I be seeing it when they act out, and it's like,
And you're trying to talk to them and it's not being registered, like relax, you know?
when you tell them something, they tell it back to you different.
Always
It's
got a
like,
rebuttal. Always
Yeah.
on the defense and something. You got a booger on
You-
your
you
shirt.
think
You got a
that-
booger on your shirt.
No, it's
It's stupid
no,
shit.
you say you got a booger on your shirt, they gonna say you trying to kill me. What? That's what it be. They're not interpreting what you're saying right, and they think what in their mind that you're saying something else,
Yeah.
and they react to what they're thinking.
Okay.
It be a lot of people out here that
So
I might be
Women-
schizo then because I don't
women
trust
too.
nothing.
We need to be able to identify these people before we get to those stages.
man,
Because if we there where we trying to convert, it's too late.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I realize you a schizo. God damn it. Wow.
Yeah. Damn. Why couldn't we
Yeah,
have
man,
diagnosed
I
this
should've
5
seen
minutes
you
ago?
Way over there.
Why don't you have a tag on your shirt,
You
man?
gotta know how to do
Shit.
the
I know
test.
it's not a good thing to do, but I always want to see someone angry before I get super duper attached or involved with them.
Do you do something on purpose to make them
No,
angry?
I don't do
Yes, you
anything
do. For that
purpose on
shit.
purpose. No, I don't. I mean, I might be just annoying naturally, and so something might happen. But I'm not saying I purposely like test you. But what I'm telling you is I'm not gonna get attached until something like that happens.
Mm.
I'm not gonna like attach myself to you.
I think it's good to see somebody's angered side. To
You
see
mean
how
towards
they are,
you
man.
or just to see them get
Period.
Just to
Oh,
see them
shit.
get mad, just to learn.
Just because it's they might not treat you a certain way that they'll treat someone else, obviously because of what they feel about you. But how you treat any human matters. What you're capable of.
What's
What
the
if they
level?
never get mad?
That's what I was gonna say.
that's-
Like, what's the level even of
Then
them
that's
getting
good
mad?
too. Like you saw the anger, that's good. Or if you get upset and it's not like some crazy like lash out, but you handle it very well. You still got mad, but it wasn't like you blew up. Or you might have been a person that blew up a lot, and so you're on your journey to not be that anymore.
That's risky. What if nothing ever happens for me to get that angry while we together?
you gotta take
and
that
you
risk,
just never
then.
seen it.
Why you trying to put
And
me in a
then
position?
something happened and
essentially?
boom, I kill everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah, because was that the right situation to act the right manner like that?
I'm just
See,
saying.
I mean,
yeah, no,
you
they gonna
might
test on that.
you might kill everybody but me, and then I'm like, okay, at least you're not gonna kill me. So
Right.
then now I can attach.
I just wonder
20
the
people
level.
dead in this motherfucker, but she alive.
I just wonder the level of anger.
I
I just wonder the level of anger.
Hey, you don't gotta have sex.
Blue, what is the level of anger you have to see though? Like, is it over? Like you falling in love after he can't find batteries for the remote, or like what is the anger? He's getting in a fight at the bar. Like what?
Probably like something where it'll bring you to something physical.
And seeing how
physical.
seeing how you.
When you get to that,
make sure
Damn, but like, what if you dating someone who's like non-confrontational, who never gets physical?
Fight me. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I just want to see what you're gonna do. I don't know. It might you might yell, just yell. And I might not like how you yell at me. It might make me cry. I don't know.
See, still with that, I want to see what you're going to do. You're going to kind of portray or push or kind of...
Yeah, you going to make them get there.
Some type of...
And then you like...
You want to
see
there we go.
things.
Poking the bear.
You like them, you digging them, and you like, damn, this nigga just too cool. I just got to see if he
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
It sounds like you do that.
I'm just saying that I'm just gonna hold back a little bit until I see it. I'm not saying I'm gonna invoke it.
Yeah,
I'm saying I'm not gonna be 100% in like that.
I see what you're saying, because I would just like to see somebody's angered side or when they're mad, just to see how they are.
Guy.
Y'all looking for women to get crazy. That's what y'all looking for.
But I'm saying you as a woman, you want to see this for like to know that a man is worthy of protection or some type of thing, right?
I mean, more than that mostly on.
But just won't like be abusive towards you and shit like that.
He might be mentally abusive. He might be verbally abusive. He might be physically abusive. He might be none of that. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like when a person gets angry, you can see how they're gonna move, and it could show you a different side of them.
Yeah, it's like when people say it was like a quote or something like that. Like, you know, you can tell a lot about a person by how they treat the waiter. Have you guys ever heard that?
Yeah, yeah.
By how somebody like treats their waiter.
Like fat girls, are you gonna call me a fat bitch when I get, sorry, excuse my language, when you get mad? It's the same thing. Like, what's gonna happen? You might love me until you get mad, and now I'm something else. Now I'm this, and that.
Yeah, now you're a different person.
And you looking at them like, what? Wow,
But one thing is, some people are good at hiding it.
Yeah.
So they'll hide it.
Exactly.
For
That's
a
why
while.
I'm not gonna get fully attached. It's all about that mask. And when you meet a person, unfortunately, they usually have that mask on. And it might take a year, it might take 2 months, it might take 2 weeks.
That's why I'm saying, like, Jordan though, like, well, my cutoff on while I'm driving mad is different than a nigga grabbing your ass in the club.
True, but that cutoff while I'm driving, and
you can't really mask that.
That's like a pre to that, because certain people, when they get cut off, I'll talk about me.
Okay, because
I've seen someone like get cut off and they went and grabbed their gun. Okay, and I'm like, you okay? Like, you sure?
Like,
it's okay, they're gone.
Did you fall in love after that?
I mean, at that point, it was something that I grew up with that person, But I was getting to know a new person.
Yeah.
At that moment, I'm like, I ain't never seen
You're
you
seeing
like
a different
this.
side.
But there's also people who could have anger in traffic and in a car who's totally not confrontational, not about that life in person.
True, but you also have a person that getting blacked out and become somebody you don't know at all.
So is the red flag to you more so that this person can't protect you, or that this person could be potentially abusive?
I would think that a person grabbing a gun because somebody got just cut them off can possibly protect me. I would hope so.
No, so I'm saying more so when you are analyzing these things for you and your potential partner, it's more so for your protection from them. Not if they could protect you. Like, because some girls look at it like they want a guy who could protect them if someone at the club grabbed their ass or some shit,
I mean, that's another thing. But do you want to, obviously, you're not going to invoke that situation if it happens and you see how they move, then you have to go from there. So you could be in love already, because I'm not finna wait years for a man to come grab my ass at the club and see what the dude's gonna do, if he's gonna be my man or not. But I'm saying it's always something that is just like, until you see that, it's not gonna like catapult you. So like, if you never go through it at all, but you never needed that person to protect you, like you never had a situation, you can fall in love with them. But then once that happens, it might change how you feel about them. Like if he doesn't step in and protect you in that moment, it's like, dang, like I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like basing forever off that one situation is crazy.
You don't have to base it off of forever.
The bills could be a little higher later on, and now I'm just mad as a motherfucker on this particular day. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's all about how you handle it, though. That's why I'm saying you have to go through it.
But before this, I was cool, though, is what I'm saying.
Right.
I had no reason to, but life has went on, and now on this particular day, I can get mad enough to kill somebody. Okay. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying you basing your relationship off of one action here when you still got the whole rest of the relationship.
True, but as a woman, you just gotta,
I
as
understand.
a woman, you can't just be with. You might end up with somebody abusive. You never know.
Yeah. Nah, and I feel that.
You gotta think that way. At least think. You have to at least consider.
No. It is a way of thinking, but how can you bring what the last man did into here with me with what I didn't do?
That's not
fair to him.
That's not about the last man.
Yes, it is. If you're
that's
coming
about
in here
the fact that it's
about...
possible for anybody, out of all of y'all, if we go look at the statistics, out of how many men is an abusive man, they say 1 out of 4. So that means out of one of y'all, I'm saying it could be that. I'm not saying it's that. If it was that, so. Who is it?
But those are from are from your experiences, though.
No, it's not. I've never been abused.
It'll be Suave. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, but I'm just
meeting a person to where you would think like you vibing, you exchange numbers, you liking on somebody, and you would think like, hold on,
okay, I got
they may be. You get what I'm saying?
So we ain't even did this yet. Walk past a dude at the mall or anywhere, and hey, what up, shawty? Da da da. And oh no, thank you, I'm not interested. I hate you, bitch. You this. It's like that little bitty instant where I don't even know you. Don't even know my name, but you done flipped that quick. And it's like, now what if I did say,
get in a relationship and all
here's my number, and now you don't do none of that. We 5 years in, and whatever triggers it or whatever happens, and you go upside my head. It's like, what I could have maybe, I don't know, asked more questions. I don't know. So a lot of times, I want to see it, but again, I'm not invoking it. I'm not trying to, I'm not going to do things. So I'll just ask them different, what do you do when you mad? Or how does this happen? Or how does that work? Or this. And a lot of men, a lot of them are on these journeys where they're trying not to lash out. They're trying not to fight. They're trying not to cuss you out or whatever. And it makes you just have it in the back of your mind, like, what is he capable of?
And still, like you said about yourself, how you're, what did you say? She was reborn. I don't want to say it wrong. What did you ask her? She said she's delivered.
Delivered, yeah, delivered.
You get what I'm saying? So what if we were to hold you to your past standards?
I'm not saying I'm holding them.
No, I'm saying what if people were to hold you? You're saying I'm brand new, but that's not. But as
they
people,
do though.
We should be able to take your word for
it.
They
do though, and if that's what you choose to do, and you want to block your blessing.
But no, that's
get a snap.
Then go ahead.
Block your blessing.
I'm just saying, when it comes down to that anger issues or whatever the issue could be, where you can't handle yourself with conflict, that is something for me in a relationship that is very important.
Oh, okay.
So
communication is a big deal for myself, and for me too, because I used to put my hands on people.
Conflict don't have to be physical; it can be verbal.
But when I see myself get to that, I had to stop and say, why am I getting there? Why am I getting to a point where I'm putting my hands on the person that I'm supposed to be? Not saying that I love them or not, but that I'm supposed to be. That's my partner.
Yeah.
Why am I putting my hands on them? Why am I getting so angry?
Did you blame it on him?
No. It was something was wrong with me.
See, and it takes a lot to do that.
That right there, yeah.
Because some people don't do that. I had to
get to a point where I say, you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to allow a person to get me that angry. I'm not going to go there. And I was young. I was in my teens doing that.
Jeez.
So I definitely didn't take it into my first marriage. But did it get physical at the end when we was in our disenchantment stage? Yes. And I had and it literally like flashback. And I'm like, I said I wouldn't be here. I said I wouldn't come back to this.
Yeah.
And that one incident happened and I said, okay, that's out. But why did I get there? And so I feel like if you don't figure out what's going on with anybody, especially if that's something that's really important for you, you'll find yourself in that same situation over and over again.
What do you think the middle ground is, though, to wanting to see these things or ask certain questions and not bringing in past traumas or experiences and holding that against your new partner?
Well, again, you just can't hold it against them. You can bring it in because if we all go off of our experiences, we only can. If you have never had something, you're not even gonna be thinking about it to bring it up. But if it's something that happened and you know for a fact that that's something you don't want to happen again, you're gonna be like, "Hey, you don't eat sushi, right? Because I'm allergic, and the last time the person I was with ate sushi, I almost died." You're gonna say that. It's just something you're just gonna bring up. And then if they do eat sushi, you're not gonna be like, well, you're nasty because you ate sushi. It's just, look, if you're not gonna be able to not eat sushi, I can't be with you in that way. You might eat some sushi, forget about it, come kiss me, and then I die. It's like you just have to make that something important, so you're gonna bring it up. And you're not holding it against them, but hey, I'm sorry, I can't deal with you like that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Samantha Hooper said, control with your emotions is what some people want. Can raise your kids, but can handle a man. I don't know what that was to, but that was something. That was a message. Thank you for sharing, Samantha.
Yeah, I understand that.
But, my mom said, you'll always see little signs of how a person is. If they show you once, that's them. I don't necessarily know if that's because some people can just be in a mode.
Yeah, I think if they show you once, you got if conversation can't happen from that one point and progressions, then yeah, I think if something happens once, okay, there's a red flag. Now you have to assess.
Yeah,
she is living proof of what I'm saying. She overcame it. She saw her problems. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So she wasn't judged off that one particular action when she slapped that nigga.
But I did not slap a man.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I would never slap a man.
But I guess what would be going on and why she wouldn't be judged in the future is because maybe she's not showing signs of that behavior anymore.
Right.
So you can't really
That's what I'm telling her.
That's why I'm saying I just look for those things before I fully get deep, and because if you get too deep and that does happen, that's how you end up in relationships where you get in abuse for years and you can't get out.
I'm not disagreeing. All I'm saying is don't hold that person solely accountable for that one thing.
That one occurrence. I see what
you get what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
Of course, we need to be aware of, nigga, what did you just do?
Yeah.
But I'm not going. Okay, don't do that shit no more.
Yeah.
Or do you
have accountability?
Do you vocalize that you have had a problem with like the way they were behaving?
No, and that's the thing. Like nobody's ever asked me or came at me, especially obviously men, unless they've been traumatized by that. But I've never been asked like, "Hey, do you hit people or do you do that?" Nobody's ever asked me that.
No, but I mean like, have you ever like been in a situation where you see like a man's behavior and it's something that you don't like and you see it as a red flag? Do you mention that to them like, hey, like the way you was behaving, that's a little...
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's only happened like physically, it's only happened once. And I was just like, but I've been in another situation where it ended up telling me, oh, well, I got a DV case. And outside, my ears was like, what? What happened? And
I snatched her phone.
And so...
That's always what the niggas say. Every time they got a DV.
He explained it. And
I really did, bro.
He explained it and it was like,
The neighbor called, nigga. It wasn't my fault.
He explained what happened. And then, so what he explained, it seemed legit. But then... Fast forward when we ended up not talking anymore, it was completely irrelevant to what that was. But he showed up at my house for some socks and ended up taking my phone. Like when I tried to walk past him, he took my phone. So it's like, don't put your hands on me, don't touch me, you know. But now I'm believing everything that you said. It actually probably didn't happen.
He snatched the phone from you?
Yeah, he took it was in my pocket.
What'd I say?
Like this, and he went like that. And I said, that's kidnapping. Like, I know my rights.
They really do that shit.
And
the fact that you know that I'll be scared of you.
That's crazy, though.
But when I brought up past experiences, that's what I was saying. Like, you probably been through a circumstance where you like, okay, I really need to assess how someone deals with their emotions.
Right.
So I wasn't saying you was like in
And
anything
honestly,
like crazy.
But I've always been that way because, again, it's that simple as not giving somebody your number and then they switch up on you like you was just some fine looking little Coca-Cola. What was it?
Coca-Cola bottle. But now your soda's flat.
But
DCA, you know?
I think but I think that's important to, I think just a lot, and I think with girls too, but with guys, like a lot of us don't grow up and are really taught how to deal with our emotions or even be open emotionally. And so in those circumstances, and again, hey, in a relationship, this probably isn't someone you'd want to be a partner with, but those guys who lash out in those moments, they feel like they're opening up vulnerability potentially. Then they're shut down. Then they don't know how to deal with being open.
I think that is mostly how to interact with the opposite sex because like with boys, when you're kids, y'all fight it out and y'all back friends, and you can't really fight a girl. And so like with me and my children, I'm trying my hardest to teach them how to have interactions and relationships, friendships with both sexes, not just you don't talk to boys because you're a girl and you're this and that, and boy, you leave them little hussies alone. I'm not doing that. I'm helping my kids navigate friendships and relationships with both sexes because that girl then broke your heart. You don't even know what to do with yourself because she don't want to talk to you no more. It's like, why are you sad about that? Oh, why am I sad about that, Mom? She's still my friend. Okay, so why are you mad at her? Why is she somebody you don't gotta talk to when y'all used to talk all the time? So like just helping my son like navigate with his friendships and his relationships. Oh gosh, like that because I don't want him to get to be a grown man, and because a girl don't want to talk to him, it's okay, you fat, BICCA.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want him to be that person.
No, you create an emotional intelligence, which is important.
Yeah.
I feel like.
And you're creating an awareness too of being aware of how they feel and being able to see it and do something about
deal with
it. Yeah. Opposed to, I feel like that's one of the problems too, and that's to me where you can see the red flags. It's like a person who won't be aware of how they're acting and doesn't even know how to deal with what they're doing.
Or they think that it's okay because they're expressing some like facade of emotion towards you. Like, girl, I love you. That's why I knocked your door down. Like,
yeah. Or I care about you. I was concerned. That's why I stole your phone. It's like
I called you 500 times.
You couldn't just have a conversation with me. You need to take my phone and then try to kidnap me? No, I'm just kidding.
Man.
That's crazy. But yeah, I think a person who can actually assess that stuff and actually have a conversation and deal with it, those are the type of people that can grow from their issues. Because then if they're actually like, you have a conversation, they're like, dang, I really hurt you by doing that. Dang, I didn't even know that I do that. Like, I need to change this. I need to actually do better. And you start to really do better.
Empathy is a sign of royalty. An empathetic man, that's a sign of a king, for sure.
It's hard to find one of them as a gym. You better get you one and keep them.
Well, from all this, what you taking from all this today? You got to be the one to do a little takeaway. From every topic to everything you done taught us, from pimping to pandering, everything you done did.
My takeaway is pop that thought. Pop it with transparency, communication, self-love.
She said keep it real. That's it.
Right. Pop that thought pocket.
Then too, throat goated. Get you a throat goat.
What is it, a pocket rocket for men?
Get you a throat goat.
Is
that what it is?
It has to be.
What'd you say it's called?
A pocket rocket. If it's what'd you say? Pocket. What the fuck is that? Hot pocket.
Thought pocket.
Thought pocket. And a man's is called a pocket rocket.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
You would know.
Yeah, I just came up with that.
Vanilla.
He be throwing that thing.
Crazy. You
back
wow.
hurting right now.
Wow.
He's back hurting right now.
I won't stop messing with you. That's my
Nikki.
takeaway though, for real. Do you? I always want to say that. Do you? In all ways, just self-love
Keep it real.
Mental health, any health, tell somebody.
Right.
Don't be at the house by yourself.
In the shower.
Like,
I gotta start calling people before I get. Hey, I'm
Your
just
birthday
calling
come.
y'all to let y'all know I'm about to get a shower.
it's that birthday coming up. That's what give you the anxiety, nigga.
That is funny.
It's that birthday.
That's funny. You know what? That's what I used to do to my parents, though. Anytime I had an anxiety attack, I would call them, and they started realizing it. So that it would be like 2 a.m. Yes.
That's
If you don't start doing breath work.
That's amazing though that you have that, because a lot of people don't, and they go through it all by themselves.
Yeah. They have to learn about it. Well, I think my mom already knew about it, but my dad had to learn about it through like everything that I was going through. So he had to learn how to deal with what I was going through. And I think it was kind of hard for him at first, because he was shocked at first at like some of the stuff, like of the attacks I was having. He would be shocked and like, dang, like, he crazy? Like, what's going on? You know, like, but then over time he started to learn what it is, and he started to be able to deal with it and handle it more. So now he's like, all right, I know how to deal with this.
Yeah, smooth, man.
You talking about my birthday? Your birthday tomorrow, ain't it?
I ain't got anxiety from it.
Damn, tomorrow, man.
No, my birthday tomorrow.
We gotta sing happy birthday.
My birthday next week.
Yeah.
I still hold all the records. I beat you at Target. I beat them in running. 15-year-olds to 25-year-olds.
You got
bring
it,
them
man.
on. Yeah, you
Come
know.
on, man. That's all you.
That's what I do it for.
That's
I go
what anxiety
when
comes
I'm in the gym,
He
I
like,
got a
can I
picture of
still
you
do it?
and all the
Can
other
I
little
still do
cousins.
it? He said, can I
I be
still
looking
do
at
it? That's
You got
anxiety,
a-
nigga. I'm about
you
to
got
get
a
the
whole
age. Can I
record?
still do it?
You
Bro,
keeping
they can't-
tabs.
What? I done beat the OGs, the older cousins. See, I'm in the middle. See, I'm right there.
See,
I'm
that's why
right
I can't do
above
the
them,
adult
and
league.
I'm right under my mama and them.
He
You
one of
get
those
me?
people I said I can't do the adult league
My
with.
mom had.
Oh, yeah,
Tell her
he's
I
a-
can't
He
do
coming
it.
right for you.
He
That's
coming
what
hard.
and
an
I'm
alien.
practicing
I'm like, come
abstinence
on,
right
man.
now. What?
He's
on
an
my
alien.
own.
On your own? What do you mean?
On my own. Like, it wasn't like a breakup or like I'm mad at nobody. Like, I ain't fucking her right now. Like, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not giving it.
It's a sin. It's a sin to give it up. Anyway.
At least until after my birthday.
Now you dunking again?
Hey, bro, I'm telling you.
I said that to myself, and then I'm on Instagram, and me come up and say my life been peaceful ever since I kept my coochie to myself.
We don't say that word. We don't say that word. What word do we say?
Thought
Yeah, your thought pocket.
pocket. Yeah, it's been real peaceful. So I've been keeping mine to myself too.
This was a crazy.
Has it been
It's
peaceful?
been really peaceful, very peaceful.
Sure, you ain't got to worry about health. You know, I mean, you got to worry about getting sick, but not health of someone else's.
Yeah.
You know.
Imbalance.
I get to go to hibachi by myself.
Yeah.
Keep worrying about food.
Yeah.
It's good. Sure, it's good to go out by
You ain't
yourself.
gotta go to hibachi by
Get the
yourself
bill like
because
I could leave a
I love going to eat by myself.
Me too.
A lot of people don't.
I love
I like
hibachi by
to eat, so
yourself,
you
and
only
I know the cooks and
You
shit.
don't
Cool.
worry about.
I like
No.
going places by
So I pay for
myself.
myself.
Yeah.
You like to eat though? I like
Yes,
to
I
eat.
do, but I don't eat a lot. But I do like to eat.
Me
Ain't that
neither.
crazy?
See, that's cool. No.
Every female
That
like to
makes a
eat.
lot of
There's
sense.
not
I
a
like-
female
I
in
like
this
to
fucking
eat.
world that don't like
I'd
to
be
eat.
ready to go and eat
What?
that much.
Not a female in this world that don't like to eat. That's their love
I'm about to go
language.
eat
Some
after
hot
this.
Cheetos.
They don't give a fuck. Just let them taste something.
Some sushi.
There's some good food places out here too, but that's one
Man,
thing I
Vegas.
will give Vegas. Vegas
I
got
just
some food
signed up on
places.
2 new ones.
Yeah,
today.
there's some good
I
ones.
gotta check
yeah.
out.
Yeah, you can find some gyms out here where you go and you be like,
There's a reason Keith Lee from here. You know.
yeah, Keith be gone. He be gone. That's probably where Ryan is too. He out there. He like, man, I was give me something to eat. Forget
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
These food places is popping today. That's all we got. We don't really got nothing else, but in my opinion.
We got Usher. Come on now. He got the key to the city and everything. What you mean?
You know they said that they're supposed to be bringing Beyonce out here.
I
Supposedly
heard that too.
I can't.
at the Sphere.
Oh damn! I might have to check that
That'd
out.
be nice.
That would be dope.
I was like, dang.
Because I don't even like U2, bro, but I would go to the concert there for sure.
I don't care for U2, but I would go to a concert of U2.
Well, at the Sphere for sure, though, I
Yeah.
would.
I don't think I would go to a Beyonce concert or a U2 concert.
They say the Sphere, speaking of like anxiety and stuff, you know, be on your P's and Q's in there.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, they
I
say.
just took a picture of that today.
Inside?
Yeah, just like your vertigo could go. You could get like vertigo in there.
Really?
Oh,
yeah, the inside looks crazy. Have you seen like
just
some
how
of
it's
the,
sitting and it's coming at you? And,
Yeah. The inside, they had like this nature thing playing with like the animals and stuff, and it really looks like they're walking past you and stuff. Like you looking up at like elephants and stuff and tall trees. I was like,
the way you see it on the outside is crazy.
no, they have like a video. They have videos of it.
Yeah,
like,
TikTok.
If you look up the Sphere videos, I think it was like James Cameron, the director, went in there and he made a video.
But I've been seeing a lot of comments saying like, like take Dramamine if you get motion sickness and stuff like that.
What?
Mm-hmm. There's a whole experience in there.
That's doing a whole lot.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to check it out.
Yeah.
I got that. That's a to-do thing. I gotta
for sure.
check it out for sure.
And the nature tickets aren't too expensive either.
Oh, really?
Compared to like the U2 concert tickets.
Yeah, see, I'll go to something simple like that.
Yeah.
Just chill.
I'm down. We should.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
Just plan
I'm
that.
down too.
And the escape room.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
and
cool.
the escape room would be dope too.
That's
yeah.
where see
I
you
done
just take
did
it.
too.
You take them on a date, you'll find the anger in the
See?
escape room.
Yeah. No, what about that virtual reality
I like
shit?
dudes on dates now.
The
so
virtual reality shit. He's
teach me
shooting like a
something.
motherfucker.
Teach me something. What about
Yep.
the rec room?
He's shooting over
Oh yeah,
somebody.
you could get in there, but that's like a understood anger in there. So you like y'all both letting out anger. You gonna think it's
Is he
yeah, but
screaming?
in the
If
rec
he's
room you gonna
screaming
think
in
it's
there,
cool though.
Not if he's screaming. Like,
But the escape room,
like, no.
the escape room, you'll really see if he's willing to work with you, if he gets upset at you.
You
Yeah.
know, like put me on.
I'm just saying.
Just take these
I'm
niggas
just
to
saying.
eat. Like I'm not doing it right.
Yeah, it's easy to fake it there. They like
You taking him to eat, too?
you go to eat.
I threw it out and he
You go-
slam dunked.
You go to eat, then you just go to the escape room.
You feel me? That's how you do it. Just like Jordan said. You feel me? Like
He
my
just took
boy
my
Jordan
idea and
did.
slam dunk. He went in detail with that one. He was like,
what you
yeah,
want to
this
do,
what
baby.
you.
If you
Hey, and they gonna.
you feel me? And yeah.
The game
Okay,
up in here today.
yeah.
The
You
game
know,
is in
I'm
here
get
today.
him
Right,
some.
you feel
Get
me?
him some.
Okay,
That's the
Jordan,
pimp
I
over
see
there.
Hey,
Hey.
you know, I'm just
You know
about
what's up.
personality alignment.
Hey.
That's all I'm about. Personality alignment.
Yeah, but you want to know what? That be really scaring me when we just so much like it's like you don't disagree about nothing. That be scaring me.
Yeah.
What?
The sex bad thing.
And on the podcast?
That's when the sex bad.
Oh, you mean
We
as
ain't
a
had sex
relationship?
yet.
You talking about a relationship?
Oh, I'm like on the podcast, we be
Come on, when
disagreeing.
you first meet someone,
Shit.
it's like super like jail. Like
Yeah, I said that's when the
everything
sex gonna be bad.
You think so?
No, I'm bullshitting. Because I done linked with some real ones. It was
Some people
good.
can align.
Yeah, I
though.
can. Yeah, you can.
Y'all
Had
can
that whole
align.
avatar ass.
I'm like you though. I'm teaching. I'm not letting nobody do nothing bad with me. I'm teaching.
I know, man.
Ain't no, I
Yeah.
don't know no such thing as bad
You
sex.
killed me with
This one
that
right
one.
here, man. Y'all,
Bro, character.
she different. Y'all dying. Hey.
Bro, character on that one. That was funny. Avatar. My bad. All right,
felt it,
y'all.
though. You see
yeah, I
it.
do
You
exactly
got where I
what you
was
said.
going
That's
with
some
it.
real junk. That's some.
feel
That's
me?
a connection.
Watch kids are locking up. All
Yes.
types of
Man.
I'm so lost.
That's
What?
real.
You never seen the Avatar movies?
Yeah.
You know when
but what
they
you talking about?
sell.
Oh, when
Yeah,
they
they
pull
sell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They pull it like this.
That's
and
the-
get the,
that's
They
how
go
they-
through
yeah,
your
that's-
whole body.
Yeah, that's how they have sex. When they,
Yeah.
and it look like a drug. The way they
they be sitting and their legs
I'm
folded.
like,
Woo.
Now when they get
They
that
their legs
first,
folded and they was just like.
they get that first bird though. They gotta catch him with it.
They gotta-
And
Yeah.
then that bird be like, oh,
Yeah, they had to rape their
I'm in
bird.
love. Yeah, they like,
They
damn, you had to
There's
make love to the bird.
bestiality out in
Yeah.
that motherfucker. Y'all
God
don't see what I
damn.
saw.
Bird.
That's what you said earlier, that avatar ass sex.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all.
Yeah, that's some real junk.
See, that's different.
Yeah, that is different.
I've had that before.
Look.
Oh man, can you
You had that before?
before she go on this one?
yeah.
Close this shit out. Before
Yeah,
she
she-
get on.
yeah,
this
come
We're
on.
gonna have a whole.
That's a
Gonna be
whole
like, check it
man.
out.
We're gonna have that topic for
Yeah,
next
that's
week.
next week.
You know, so if y'all want to
Guru
hear
gonna
about
tell y'all that one next
Blue
week.
telling you about her,
The blue people.
yeah, her Avatar experience
To
gonna tell you.
Usher. To Usher.
to Superstar. Yeah, Superstar. You know I gotta be Superstar. That's the one. I think next week I'm gonna ask about slow music too. Like, do people still play that?
Damn.
When they have sex, put on the slow jams. You know,
That was more like a high school
I
thing.
got a whole
for me.
playlist. Y'all want to hear it?
we gonna.
So what do you do? Bro?
I like the natural noises.
We gonna say
Natural
that for
sounds.
next week.
Kids screaming.
I ain't got no
doorbells,
kids.
ding, dong.
I ain't got nobody
You
ringing my
gotta live in the
doorbell.
life, man.
So what natural sounds is going
Talking
on?
about the gawk and the gawk and about the gawk.
Yeah, you know,
Oh, you
human
mean-
sounds.
Oh, just those natural
Yeah,
sounds.
yeah.
The natural juices sound.
The gawking, the gawking, the
I
gawking.
see at Saba for that happened.
I think that's crazy to me, but I was told I had to do that in a situation, and I was mad. But
What, that you had to make
They
noises?
was like, turn that shit off. I was trying to get the mood going.
Because all I think about is somebody
Turn that
snapping.
shit.
You know
I
what
feel
gets to
like-
me? You know what
When
gets
I hear
to
that
me?
music and it's somebody fucking, I feel like they gonna walk up on the bed trying
What
to...
makes y'all like that music?
I don't
though?
want that.
That
Yeah.
reminds me of the
You
Kevin Hart
supposed
thing.
to start doing it to the beat.
To the
Hold
beat,
on.
okay. But I don't want like.
Dun, 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 dun.
Go ahead.
See, my thing is, I'm not like back in the day when I had the soundtrack. Like, you know, I may have had a particular. I'm just putting on sound. It's not even probably gonna be super blasting.
My shit be
It's
rap
just making
everything.
noise like you're saying in the
Yeah.
background.
Okay.
And it's gonna be some R&B.
Nah, I
Okay.
got
It ain't gonna be
soundtrack.
Lil Durk just throwing some shit on. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got
That's
a
me.
playlist.
Yeah, I get that.
At
It'd be
this
tough for me
time,
with
it
the
goes to this,
with a
and I know
dude
it's gonna
singing.
come, and I'm gonna do some other stuff.
You said you can't have a dude singing?
Yeah, just be like a dude singing to me. You know, it's like I ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah, he getting her
Like,
wet. He
yeah.
getting her wet. Oh,
Really?
Hell no. I just don't even play
it's
that
just
shit.
because
That's
it's a
never me.
dude. I don't know. It's just like a dude singing to me. I
You
don't
think
know.
it's too deep into
I know.
it,
That's
think.
but that's why it's like let's just have our human sounds.
What about rain sounds?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we could do. That's what I'm saying. I could do. It's just I can't do like Pretty Ricky. It's you know like
Crazy.
I can't.
Oh,
I lost my virginity because of them.
man.
They led my era to getting
I
it.
definitely made my kids off of the. I think it was an Omarion.
5 in the morning.
Like, listen, you crazy.
Is anybody
Oh my god.
I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of Pretty Ricky.
What?
I was a fan of
I
Pretty
was,
Ricky
'cause
at
how the
house
girls
parties,
was
but I
dancing
could
on
not
it.
have sex to Pretty Ricky though. But like at a house party and shit, it was cool.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't put on no slow
See,
shit.
you selfish.
My slow shit, I just be
You
chilling to that, we
Did you
talking to that,
Turn on
but
Pretty Ricky and
fucking.
just look at her. Watch what she start doing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, it just be hard.
And she
like-
doing it for you. It ain't
Yes,
she
you
getting
gotta
wet because
get-
of Pretty Ricky.
Yeah, but
She
you
doing
the
it
closest
for you.
thing to Pretty Ricky she gonna get.
But that's what I'm trying to be the one that like, you know.
Is anybody thinking? Let him do that.
Are
Let
you
him
go-
do that,
I
bro.
was about to say, are you gonna start singing to her? Maybe that's what
Let
pull out
him-
your guitar
You're
real
supposed
quick.
to lay back and let her dance and do her thing.
He pull out the acoustic guitar.
Yeah. I got something for
Do
you.
you like
real
John
quick.
Mayer?
Right? You like John Mayer?
Slow dancing in a burning.
Start taking off your clothes real quick, real nice, real like.
To each string pop, I want a sock.
Let me see. Let me see how you dance. Let me see how you slow dance for this when I do this song for you real quick.
Oh
Make
shit!
you a playlist.
I got hella
I want to
playlists.
hear it next time.
Of my, I mean, I'm a very versatile music
I
listener.
want you to make a
Me too.
playlist.
As if I was for a
Yes.
love making session.
It's not just a love making stage. It's to set the vibe.
Hey, we gotta talk about that next time. I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
cause I'm a parent, but I'm kind of nasty a little.
Man, we can talk about it.
You missed that episode.
We can talk about-
Yeah,
no,
give
we
her
can
give
talk
her a
about
part
it
two.
a little bit.
My
Give her a part
my
two.
music is what let me know. Like, nigga, you still freaky. Like, what?
Give her a part two.
Okay,
Okay,
come on.
Give her a part two.
We're gonna give you guys that one, the nasty.
And you gotta bring
Nasty
something, Mr.
parents.
Vanilla. You
I'm not
can't
gonna
just
be here
acting
next week.
Nasty
I'm not gonna- I
Parents.
can't
What
be
was
here next
Nasty
week.
Parents?
Oh, is that because it's your birthday?
Yeah, that week.
We just
Yeah.
came.
What you mean? Nasty
Nasty
parent?
Parents.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought that was the topic.
I
we
ain't a
was talking about.
parent.
We are
It's
parents.
these
That's what I was-
motherfuckers
that's
is
what I'm
parents.
saying.
Yeah.
We're nasty.
Oh, okay.
Y'all motherfuckers is parents.
Oh, she want to do the nasty assessments.
That's him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but
I'm just down for it.
Thought
yeah, but every
pocket.
time I say something, you like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you. Oh, you do that. You do that.
I like
It's the
messing
thought
with you.
pocket.
I
Anything.
like your reaction to stuff.
Okay, the Italian gotta go.
I'm out.
We did start. Man, it's 11. Man, Suave
know,
had to
right?
start
Yeah.
super late today.
Hella
Man.
late.
Appreciate
We was ready
anybody
now.
still tuned in. Anybody still tuned in. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
They probably laughing at us. We so good. We were supposed to end it, and then we got onto the whole music,
Yeah.
slow R&B collection.
Get you some Pretty Ricky in your life.
You feel me?
I do like Pretty Ricky, but I just can't do it
Fucking.
naked.
That's
That
why you ain't
part.
got no
Yeah.
kids. Get you some Pretty Ricky. You have a kid.
I'm not trying to have no kid.
Oh, that's why you're not listening to Pretty Ricky.
I failed at life.
Yeah. See, we didn't even talk about that one.
Put that.
That's
Okay.
keep that one.
Please
Keep
keep
that
it.
one. Keep that one.
That was a good.
Your
That was
life's
a
not
good
over.
callback.
Hey,
That
I'm
was a
still,
good
you know,
callback.
fertile.
Yeah.
How you know?
Yeah, maybe I don't.
See?
I don't know.
She was blank.
It's because you ain't listening to them slow jams.
Still
And you were you a Capricorn? Yeah, they don't.
Nah,
they,
Scorpio.
I'm playing.
Ooh.
Oh, you for sure fertile. That's what it
Yeah,
say.
I mean, hey.
And they Pretty Ricky. Everybody Pretty Ricky was a Scorpio.
You
Were they?
part of the crew.
Nah, but a lot of people always said that music was
Like,
Now, Scorpios, they say it's
that
crazy.
music was meant for them. That's what they always said.
Scorpio. That's Scorpio music.
I believe. Nah.
I thought they was too.
That's what everybody said.
Dang, you had me believing you for a
I
second.
don't know these niggas like that.
Lying to the world, man. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Everybody who's been staying and chopping it up. Hey, if you guys have any topics you guys want us to talk about, you guys can send it our way. Any one of our social medias. You guys should know about now. It's somewhere in the ethosphere somewhere. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys can just like and share some videos, we would very much appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Y'all be smooth.